Glad you chose to stop by the channel today. Just wanted to give you an opportunity to really become a part of this community here at the Caoch Smook Network. We like to call ourselves the AAA family. The AAA stands for authenticity above all. We just want to give you an opportunity to become a part of this community because we're growing and we're doing something special here as a fan base, not just for Alabama, but the fan community as a whole. We're creating an environment where it's safe to be yourself, be authentic, and meet people who share the same passion you share, whether it's for the same team or not. You can do this by becoming a member of the AAA family. You simply start by just clicking the link provided to you by one of the moderators in the chat, or it'll be pinned to the top of the chat. Click that link, it'll bring you to my homepage. When you get to my homepage, make sure you hit the notification button and turn on all notifications. Understand that there are multiple ways to support the channel, and each level has its perks. You can go through and read each perk. As we continue to grow, new perks will be added to each level. One thing we would like to highlight that all AAA members are greatly appreciated. It does not go unnoticed that you have taken time and hard-earned money to support this channel. Once you join, YouTube is going to ask for some payment information, and make sure you monitor your subscription dates. Also, if you really want to get interactive with the community and find out what's going on, think about joining our Discord family. This is where you can get into all the fan talk of the community, and also there are networking opportunities. Please be mindful that there are rules and that we expect everyone to treat everyone with respect. Also, if you're looking to partner with Caoch Smook Network or sponsor, please hit us up at coachsmooknetwork@gmail.com, and our staff will get back to you in a timely manner. I'm your boy Caoch Smook of the Caoch Smook Network, and I thank you for supporting this channel.
Remember, when you see me in the streets, holler at me. Say, put me in the game, Caoch Smook.
Put me in the game, Caoch Smook. Put me in the game, Caoch Smook.
Like, share, subscribe. You know we keep it live.
Put me in the game, Caoch Smook. 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 Put me in the game, Caoch Smook.
Like, share, subscribe. You know we keep it live.
Say, put me in the game, Caoch.
Let's go, man. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Y'all didn't know we was coming live this morning, did you? I didn't either. I just felt the spirit, and the spirit said go live, so I went live. Hallelujah. Thank you, Jesus. Welcome into the chat, y'all. Let me see. Does my camera look weird right now? Let me know. We've been having some connection issues. We've been having a few storms come through the area. So if you're on Wi-Fi, let me make sure this is plugged into the wall. We're good there. All right, what's going on, chat? Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Caoch Smook Network. Thank y'all for tuning in. We got some people tapped in. Look, I just had to do a random live. I'm doing some tests, but at the same time, I just wanted to have a conversation with the community. We got some things unfolding with Alabama recruiting. As you all know, Jira Edwards will be announcing his commitment today, so we're going to be monitoring that. We've already made our prediction. I want to say about 2 weeks ago, we made our final prediction with Jira Edwards. Rolling over the Big Bama weekend, we had a strong sense following that Monday following that official visit. Big Bama weekend, Big Bama week, we made our projection that we felt like he would be the safety in the second safety in his class to go ahead and commit to the University of Alabama. So we'll dive into that conversation a little bit, but we'll also get into just some small talk about where the network is heading, some things that we're doing content-wise, some personalities that you all are about to start seeing here on the network. Y'all, I do not even have the right lighting up. That's how good the lighting look in here right now. Let me make sure I get the right one up, though. Let's see. Does that fix us right there? I think it does, for the most part. Why does the camera look so good right now? For some reason, it looks like it's a little blotchy, right? Am I lagging, chat? Let me know if I'm lagging. And let me know if y'all can hear me. I'm over here just talking. Y'all not even good morning and roll tide. What's good, everybody? Everybody in the chat, can y'all hear me? Let me check on TikTok over here. What's up, TikTok? Tapping in. I see y'all tapping the screen. Continue to tap the screen, man. Tap the screen as you come in. Make sure you follow on TikTok, but you also come to the YouTube side and subscribe over there. Let me turn this light a little bit that way so we don't have that clash right there. That's too dark. Let's turn it a little bit that way. All right, we should be good there. We should be good there. Why does my camera want to act crazy today? We had great, had everything looking perfect the other day. StreamYard just makes it so hard to do any like animated stuff or anything here. So appreciate everybody for tapping in, man. We're going to open the phone lines up a little bit later. Yeah, y'all can hear me good. Everything good. All right, chat. All right, I see y'all in the chat getting active. All right, we got 16 in the chat on YouTube, man. Hey, continue to like and share it up. Let everybody know in the Discord that we're live. A lot of people didn't know that we were coming live this morning. So let them know that we kicking it this morning here with Coach Smook. And yeah, we're just gonna have some good conversations today, man. I don't care to have no set mode or what we call a script. But today we're just gonna have some conversations, man. And it's really going to be surrounding just what's happening with the network, and that involves what we do as far as Alabama recruiting and everything. All right, y'all, let me check something with this lighting because this camera stuff bothering me too. Am I lagging? Am I like glitchy on the screen? I feel like I am. And that's bothering me. Might have to switch cameras up here. If that's the case, let me see something real quick, chat. I'm gonna see something real quick, chat. Y'all should still be able to see me. I mean, hear me. I'm gonna switch to the HD. Let's switch to the HD John B. Oh, it's not gonna pull up. Let me see. Oh, that's the one that was giving us issues. I think. Let's see. All right, chat. I'm still here. Hopefully, y'all can still hear me, right? All right, we should be good now. Are we good now, chat? What's going on? All right, I'll be right back, chat. Hold on. All right, I think I fixed it. All right, we good now. We should be better. We'll work on the blending in a minute. But yeah, thank you, Jesus. We back. Ooh, I was about to get frustrated. I was about to say this jump been working perfect for me since the update. We ain't had no issues. So jumping into the conversation though, man. Today's going to be an interesting one. I think we got time for a few modes of conversation. I know y'all been kind of watching the interactions on Twitter. Some of the people tapping in on our content. I guess people want to start interacting. That's what we're asking for. We're asking people to interact, whether you agree with our takes or not, whether you like our style or not. Stop hiding and being cowards and taking it personal. I'm a businessman and I love what I do when it comes to Alabama recruiting. I can't help that I'm good at it, man. I can't help that I'm good at it. I worked hard to be decent, and it's starting to show out, and starting to make some big things happen for us. So I can't help it, and I enjoy the space that I'm in it. You know, a lot of connections and networking connections that we have established is because we remained authentic. We don't need to be validated by, people who literally are let's say they're fans. They're fanalists. They don't really know the game of football. That's why their perspective on if and evaluating players is not respected. So we just going to continue to do what we do, man, and that's why we want to open the conversation up today. Shout out to the 18 in the chat on YouTube. Appreciate y'all for continuing to run the likes up. Make sure y'all share it up. What's up, Sam Wilkerson? I see you in the chat, man. What's up, Jason? I see y'all pulling up, man. Welcome in. We're going to get into some conversation this morning. So I kind of want to do story time, though. I want to do story time talking about this recruiting cycle, and then how not just this recruiting cycle, but how we've come to the position we are in right now as the Coach Smook Network in this recruiting cycle and with this recruiting class. So sit back, relax. Let's get into the show, and we're gonna have a little fun, man. If we're gonna have a little fun, hopefully y'all are ready to get into it, because I am. Let's do it, baby.
Better go subscribe. You do roll with the tide. I'm down in the gun with Coach Smook. Through the game, roll tide, roll tide. Better go subscribe. TikTok.
Let's go. Come on, chat. Let's go. All right, let's have a conversation. Story time. Y'all want to have story time with your boy? Listen, this is another setting like we had the other day. Just kind of chilling, man. As a matter of fact, let's go ahead and set the vibe. Let's set the vibe. Let me put the camera view down just a little bit. I feel like it's sitting a little too high. There we go. Sitting. All right. Now we got what we got. Let's level out our motion here, and then let's get this screen blended all the way so we could look like somebody. There we go. Now we look like somebody. Now we're here. Now we're there. Now we're everywhere. Hey, shout out TikTok. Shout out Twitter. No, we're not live on Twitter. Shout out TikTok. Shout out Facebook. Shout out the Smook Hines channel. If y'all are not subscribed to the YouTube channel, my other personal vlog channel, we're actually live over there because I want some of the clips to be clipped over there. Some of this stuff isn't sports related. It's just conversation. Y'all gonna be able to talk to me, ask questions, react to some real life stuff. We're gonna get into some stuff, man. It's gonna have some fun today. I'm trying to be here for at least an hour and a half. We're gonna do this every Saturday throughout the month of July. Something and we don't have a set time. I just wanted to do it early this morning because I don't know what the rest of my day has in store. I feel like gaming, but I also just feel like hanging out with my lady, and trying to go see my kids again. Well, with my sons, just a lot. Go see some family, maybe. Just get out from being inside my norm. Let me see. I just got an important message. Okay, that's awesome. Making some contact with some recruits and some families today. We're gonna have some fun though. So, looking at today, man. Yesterday, man, you all know this week has been kind of funny with the content. We've been back in the space of, I guess, engaging with some. You know what? I love how people come around and get vocal on how I need to move in this space, right? With my brand, and I find it interesting. I won't say funny. I find it interesting how people who claim to be supporters, right? The only time they really show up and are vocal about supporting is when there's some drama. You know, now you have people that are vocal on both sides. They're like, man, hey, keep pushing, keep doing what you're doing. Don't worry about the haters, all that stuff. But then you have some people I don't even know. Hey. Miss J just text me, y'all. Miss J just text me. Let me say this as another name because I got that name. And if y'all don't know Miss J, y'all ain't following Alabama recruiting right now. I'm about to get her on my staff to help us recruit because she killing it right now. All right, so my bad, y'all. Trill fan, what's good, man? Good morning over there on TikTok, family. Hey, so we were just kind of just diving in. I'm telling the story, man. So, basically, man, what's been happening, man, and I don't want people to get on this and think we're looking for drama. None of that. This is just a story time. This kind of gets y'all involved and engaged on another level. So, I'm really trying to encourage y'all to take advantage of the membership opportunities. Because the members, they get to see a lot of times when they get recruiting intel, they get to see like moments where I'm actually on the phone, or they might get a screenshot of a text message. They might get a video screen recording of me on the phone with the recruit, like just showing that we actually, you know, we talking about stuff that we actually are engaged with, and we don't necessarily have to have our hands on certain things to be engaged with it. Sometimes we're pulled into things. So if you all remember me from Bama football on YouTube, it was around the time when Coach Saban retired, and then Ryan Williams decommitted from the University of Alabama and was making his visit to Auburn, right? And I got pulled into a conversation because I had just did an interview with Noah Carter, and and this is me kind of just opening up about how my networking strategy started, and then maybe this could help some of y'all that continue to kind of try to replicate what we started over here. And I'm not throwing shade once again. I'm in a space now where the cheap copies are bringing more attention to me, and I'd rather my replicated style and content, I'd rather be replicated to more so to where it's quality behind it. I don't care that you trying to put your face on it. Because when you speak or when you say certain things or when you deliver it a certain way, you try to deliver it a certain way, people are coming and asking like, man, how long, did you used to do with this person? And I'm like, nah, they try, but so we get into it, right? And I network, I get pulled into that conversation. And one day I'm on live stream, and a lot of people in this chat remember, I'm on live stream, and I was like, hey, y'all, Ryan Williams going to cancel that visit to Texas. Ryan Williams gonna cancel that visit to Texas. What up, Way Outside's? Hey, my boy Way Outside's tapping in. Hey, you know what, bro? I would love to get you in on the phone line, man, because you've kind of dealt with this too. Way Outside's, pull up, man. What's good, man? Lewis Hinton, how you feeling, man? How you feeling? Welcome in, family. Hey, make sure y'all subscribing to the YouTube channel, man. Make sure y'all subscribing to the YouTube channel. We're gonna open the phone lines up a little bit later in the show. Like I said, this is just a conversation. We're talking about recruiting. We're talking about everything here on the Coach Smook Network this Saturday morning. Just bringing y'all a little lounge vibe to come chill. Yes, we in the studio. Y'all see we up top in the studio. We up in the booth, but we chilling. We chilling. D Johnson over there on Kick. Appreciate you for tapping in, man. I ain't seen. Look, we've been getting a lot of interaction on Kick. I think the morning show is really about to catch a vibe. So if you are a kick.com user, KICK.com, it's another content creator platform. Go check it out. Search your boy Coach Smook over there. We'll be doing our live streaming over there, our morning shows, and we're going to start carrying our gaming, catching fish at the moment. But I'll get with you next time for sure, man. Man, you sound like you where I want to be, bro. You where I want to be. But just kind of continue with the story. We got put into that conversation. Lo and behold, everything happened and transpired like I said it would. started getting connected with a lot of the other parents because of the relationship I developed with Will Carter, that's Noah's father, and then some of the other fathers in that circle during that transition. And if you ask them, and if you was to go and kind of talk about the relationships, because some of those players have moved on from Alabama, but if you talk about if you talk to them, I truly believe they'll speak and they'll tell you, I've never once asked for any intel from them, any type of. Only thing I've asked for is them to publicly say, "Hey, I dealt with Coach Smook," and give their honest opinion on me. So, and some of those parents we don't necessarily interact with at this point in time, but when we do, it's all love. We know how the business is. We know how things happen when kids get on campus. So things have to change in how you communicate, and that's what we've been doing over the past season. We've been adjusting in how we approach the program, and it's put us in a favorable position. So roll over to everything that transpired last year. You're talking about the Bama football on YouTube firing, the drama with Kangaroo Black, the drama with Courtney McKinney and Bear Bryant's burner, and the Way Offsides crew. Y'all see my brother Chris just tapped in. A bunch of just crazy stuff surrounding us while we were still team reporting, post-game call-in shows, Monday morning call-in shows, everything. People coming into the community, people leaving, people speaking bad on your name when you don't give them a space on your platform, as if you owe them something because they donated $20 Cash App to you, after they said they want to support you. And like all of that stuff was transpiring. We were delivering top-tier content in the midst of it. Y'all want to know why? What's up, Britt? Britt, are we live on TikTok? I see people tapping in. Appreciate you for tapping in over here. Uh-oh. What happened to my camera again? So StreamYard is doing this on his own, chat, at this point. StreamYard is doing this on his own at this point because we didn't touch anything just now. And the camera just cut off on me. And y'all can still hear me, right? So we're going to fix it. So we fast forward to today. Yo, it's a few out there that want your head Smook. Oh yeah, Jason, I know, man. And the funny thing is, Jason, the ones that I want to come out and publicly say anything, they won't, bro. They won't. I've invited them on my channel. I mean personal numbers and everything, bro. Because at the end of the day, you're a business opportunity for me. I know you don't want the real issue. That's what we don't. Nobody really wants that part. People talk that tough stuff, but nobody really is really like built like. And I play around a lot because I know where my mind can go, and what me. You get what I'm saying? I know me, and I won't do that to my family. I won't do that to somebody else's family. You get what I'm saying? It becomes a point, and I think Britt know where I'm coming from. She come from where I come from. Like I used to roll with a crazy group of individuals, man, and I didn't get a lot of looks my way because of my upbringing and how the public saw me. But man, it was different. And I'm blessed enough that I had to serve no prison time and stuff like that. I was athletic, so that kind of pulled me away from where I was, and it wasn't a bad thing. I was just making the wrong choices. So now I think back to how I would have reacted because of some social media stuff. I'm glad to be in a mature place, because people think I'm hating on other people's content. Why would I hate on your content? And a lot of you that are saying that I'm hating on their content, or that claim that I'm hating on their content, like, you guys wouldn't even know who they were if I had pushed a lot of these guys to do content. Now, I'm gonna drop some names just because I'm not speaking to drop hate or anything, but I'm just gonna say because everybody knows what we're talking about, right? Or if you don't know, you will know. And I don't mind y'all going to check out these channels when I speak on these names because I am not hating. That's why I speak on the names. I don't do subliminals. Because now you got people in your chat like, oh, I know he's talking about, and then you may not be talking about me right now, and they're going to screenshot it or screen record it and send it to me in my DM, and then it becomes drama because I'm gonna look at it as an opportunity to create content. You're going to get mad by what I say because my opinion is probably not going to be sugar coated or it's not going to be subliminal. And then when I say what I say, you're going to be surprised that people actually agree with me because the same people that agree with me, they just heard it, somebody else say it publicly on a live camera, and now they're like, whoa, this dude, he got a point. I said it in the space. I said Kangaroo Black content. If you trying to learn, listen to what I say. If you're trying to learn anything about current Alabama football when it comes to talking football schematics and getting a real perspective on team, how it's going to develop, things of that nature, you don't want to go to Kangaroo Black for information or insight or recruiting intel, right? That's not what you want to be a fan. You want to relate to another fan that's going to really speak from his heart as a fan, that's going to create content around it, and it's going to be entertaining. That's what you go do with Kangaroo Black. Now you got his new sidekick, used to be over here, want to call into the show every week, claiming he's supporting Piano Man, and he wants to have a channel, and he's on his channel, and it's horrible. At this point, it's sad. The conversation is always good, right? But just everything that surrounded is horrible, and it's sad to see it be that way. But I was still going over there commenting. I was dropping likes. I wouldn't say nothing, at first until, all the subliminals started getting screenshot all the screen recordings. And then all the other stuff, like I'm seeing them in group messages. I've been seeing Piano Man talking about me in group messages, but all this stuff started coming out. And then you got guys like Sean. Sean has been on and off the scene a few weeks on and off there. But, it's guys like him that I know for a fact, in person, me and him could have a conversation man to man. I've met Sean, and to me, he's still a brother. I just don't support what he's doing with these other cats when it comes to this content stuff. It's a level of respect that should have been there. And that's the way I feel. That's my humble opinion, So I spoke on how I felt, man, and people, they could speak on Smook, right? But they do it in private, man. They do it in private, and I don't respect that. So, and we have platforms to where we can collab, and this could create some good, positive feedback and turnaround for both channels. But people are so emotionally attached to it. They make it seem like I'm dialed in on my YouTube channel. Yeah, I am. This is my career. I have the vision and the aspirations and the tools to create success and revenue to where I don't have to go and work 4 jobs at 60 plus years old to pour into my 401k. Now, it may look rough now in the first 3 years. Well, this is only year 2 of being independent and actually doing it full time. So if you're going to try to compare what you've been doing for 9 or 5 plus years to my 2 years, and that's your measuring stick, I've already surpassed, I've already eclipsed where you set your bar. So at this point in time in my career, I take opportunities like this to talk to you all so y'all can see it's not just about being petty. There's a method to the madness. I'm a content creator. I'm independent. I have a talent agency that just started managing me, right? So I'm not going to box myself in by being a team reporter. I'm not going to box myself in by being a journalist. I'm not going to box myself in by just being a gaming content creator. What I do is I have so many different skill sets that I will be a fool to go to TDA and just do a call-in show for them. I'll be a fool to just sit on a panel at the Bama Standard, for 2 more years. Like the year that I spent over there, it was fun. I was learning some different things, how to, coexist on the panel. But when I started seeing the amount of growth I could have in the industry, if I was to connect with people that have a plan and knew the ins and outs of the industry, that's when I started taking advantage of the opportunity. And let's clear something up. The Bama Standard did not fire me, chat. You can't fire nobody you weren't paying, first of all. Secondly, I had already made an appearance on Kyle Henderson's channel, and I knew that was going to create some type of conflict. I felt that Bama Football on YouTube channel was more of a space where I wanted to go career wise. When I made my announcement, and a lot of people want to talk about this, and 717 Keem said who I coach for. I don't coach anymore. My last coaching gig was at Calvary High School. Well, actually, my last coaching gig was at Prince George County High School. I had just got the wide receiver position at Prince George in Petersburg, Virginia. Oh, that's a crazy little stat right there. But man, but this is what's happening in this stage and age of this podcasting and all of this. Deborah just started talking about it, and it's okay. It's okay because it's been like this forever. You've had people on ESPN that have had feuds and differences and stuff. It's part of media, right? My thing is, I just don't get emotionally attached. My thing is, I will never speak on somebody's personal life, right? I never talk about some of the conversations me and Piano Man had it late at night when he was going through in life. I would expect him to do the same, but that hasn't happened, and I've yet to retaliate in that fashion or in that form. I would never go and talk about some things I know for a fact about, certain people's careers, and, they try to present this image as if they're this honorable retired person, but I can go and do all of that extra stuff, but I'd rather take the stuff that people are actually watching you for, and let's attack that. I'm going to attack your take on wanting to fire Kane Womack. I'm going to attack your take on, my fault, y'all, I'm trying to get my other slide. I'm going to attack your take on being a Fairweather Bama fan. I'm going to attack your take on, copying my takes and trying to spin it and put it in your, you get what I'm saying? Like, that's what I'm going to attack. Like, how are you formulating these stuff? And then when it comes to the content and the delivery and the presentation, don't try to mimic what I'm doing and try to, like, literally body structure your plan exactly the way I did mine, from the bottom to the top, and then try to spit on mine as if you don't know where you got it from. And it's sad because you sit there, and anytime you got to pull out a notebook to do call outs, that's so lame, bro. That shows how fake it is. That shows how much of a agenda it is, right? Yeah. 717 Keem, you said I'm talking to myself on TikTok, but we got 30-something people over on YouTube. We're live on multiple platforms. Thank you for coming in and being a hater, though. You know what I'm saying? It's obvious who you are. As a matter of fact, let's do one of these, man. I ain't did one of these in a minute. Let's do one of these. Heck nah, this man, you got a Mountain Dew doggone thing as your profile picture. Get the freak out of here, bro. I can't stand it. You should have stayed home. You should have stayed in bed, brother. But anyways, let me see. Antonio Snell said, this podcasting and streaming age has made people think they can hop on a camera and mic and do this. Antonio, and that's what I was saying. That's what I was saying. Like, this isn't for everybody. And I understand. I ain't knocking people for trying. Right? So when I started doing gaming content, I was everything content wise, I was invited into it, right? I never was on somebody's platform and then tried to make my name through their platform. Never did that. And so when it came to the Bama recruiting, when I got pulled into the Ryan Williams conversation, it was like more people started throwing stuff my way. And so last year, January, February of 24? No, that was actually 23. Y'all, my timeline is running together like crazy right now. Saban retired in 24, right? Last year, January. So from January to about April of last year, when it came to recruiting insider, learning how to work the recruiting side and reporting it, I had a lot of ups and downs because I had to find out and filter information. I didn't know what sources were legit. I didn't know who I was talking to initially. And then it was hard to get in contact with the staff at Alabama or try to make acquaintances with staff at Alabama because of all the changes. So up until March, April, I really didn't have no leeway other than talking to players directly. And during that time, Bama commits and Bama targets that were committed to Alabama and saw Saban retire and stayed committed through that, they were open to talking to just about anybody. And that's where I capitalized it. I started to network and create those relationships as you all know, a lot of those guys are gone. But what it has done is when those guys leave, I don't necessarily stop talking to them. I'm trying to get over to Eugene, Oregon to see Peyton Woodyard and that family, out there in California. So I'm just excited because the more people continue to say that it's a fraud and all that stuff, I think it's kind of inciting the parents and the players to kind of figure out on their own, because everybody's type of propaganda, everybody's type of media propaganda, especially in this NIL era, you can really create value for yourself and control the narrative that's put out around your recruiting journey. And it matters. It matters because you are setting the standard or setting the bar for your business value worth or whatever, your business net worth as a player trying to commit to, or a school trying to get you to commit to them. So we've gone through the ups and downs on both sides. They tried to gatekeep us, last year with team reporting. And we actually got to talk to the personnel that actually make the decisions. And they advised us on how to get in this space and do it the right way. Don't just continue to keep going rogue. And I told you I appreciate that, because now you kind of walk into the facility knowing when people say your name, doesn't matter who it is, when they say your name, you don't have to question if you're credentialed or if you're validated, because they know what's going on. You've done the things through the right channels. And I had to fight an uphill battle, man. A lot of people don't know the full extent of the Kyle Henderson situation. A lot of people know from the drama standpoint, but from a professional standpoint, you can ask any other YouTube channels that have that access. This year, it was a lot of stuff changed because of some things that happened that were stemmed from the progression of that channel that I was on. And so when the decision was made for me to be let go, the only reason there was drama that ensued is because I was owed money. Nothing more, nothing less. It was never about, I didn't care about the followers, the subscribers, none of that. It was about the money. You got to understand, this is my job. You know what I'm saying? This is my career. I chose to do this. This is my brand. This is, as an entrepreneur, when people say, or they sign a contract and they have an agreement with your business, you expect them to uphold that agreement. And that's all that was. So you guys haven't heard me dogging Kyle. You even saw the little spoof when I was in Panama City with the guy. And he said he remembered me from Kyle's channel. And I said, you actually look like him. And I went live. That was funny. A lot of people, we got a lot of cool responses from it. It was fun. So it's never been about personal, trying to attack people personally. But I love when it comes down to handling business with recruiting. Talking about some of the recruits all week, man. Let's talk story time. Let's talk about how Coach Smook got into this circle, class of 26 circle. It was easy, honestly. It was easily. Shout out to Luke Metz. Shout out to Rock Montgomery. Shout out to Jaden Roberts. Shout out to Keelan Russell. Shout out to Chuck McDonald Jr. and CM3. Shout out to AJ Sanders. Like, a lot of these guys that were in the 25 class that we were able to make those relationships with and partner with and network with. It's a lot of conversations that we don't care to even put out there that we've had, because it's not even about being in Alabama, committing to Alabama or being in Alabama, or it's about football. I love some of the relationships that I built because I feel like I got more family. In this transition in my life, I've been through a divorce. I'm finalizing a divorce now over the past year. Me and my ex were good. For everybody to keep hating, keep saying crazy stuff about my ex, that's weird. I don't know how that ties to my content, but that's weird. But we're good. Her and my kids are great. The gentleman that she's with now, good dude, man. And he even check in on my content. It's a positive thing. People have to make decisions and grow up. And that's what I like about this Saturday session, man. I get to be real with y'all. Sometimes you have to make decisions to grow up and do what's best for you to keep peace in your environment, man. And right now, my life is at peace. That drama on Twitter and all that, that's part of the plan. That's part of the job. I tell anybody that I'm dealing with, like, this is part of what this industry is. It comes along with the territory. I don't get emotionally involved in it. So when people try to take personal shots at my personal life, that's when I gotta set the boundary, and that's when we kind of put up the wall and say, hey, yo glass ain't all clean, man. I can clean it up. I can clean it up so people can really see through it. And pull back them curtains, them dirty old ass curtains that you're trying to use to hide it, but I don't care to. So we look at it, we spin the block this year. We weren't going to touch the recruiting, calling the commits and stuff, but when I started getting messages from players like, hey, you know, so-and-so said, and I'm like, for real? And then I go to my phone and I text so-and-so or I call so-and-so, they was like, keep working. And these are people that can't say this stuff publicly, but they watching. I can't do nothing but be grateful, and that's motivation. Y'all gotta understand, we working with the bare minimum. Like a lot of support and stuff that we get, it's really just helping us like float. As the water rises, we're just floating. The moment those big endorsements and things start to kick in, and we've been putting in work. That's why y'all see us putting in the work the way we are this past 2.5, 3 months since probably January. I say since the end of January, we've had an initiative. We've been hitting some goals, some targets. We've got a team that we're solidifying, and guys really bringing it together. I haven't had to do as much work. The only thing I had to do is show up, you know. And I appreciate everybody that's supporting us on the team, that's continuing to make this thing grow. So spin the block. We in the 26th class, and we're just, you know, we're making headway as things are transpiring during spring ball. We're there. We go make a few trips. Car breaks down. We trying to go. The last spring practice that we was able to go to and do team reporting on, car broke down on the way back. Now we in a whole nother situation. But my worry was, hey, how do I maintain these relationships with all these players and these staff members and these reporters? How do I maintain that? And it forced me to be on screen a lot more, chat. Forced me to be on screen a lot more. So Kaylin Jones says, hey, Mary J, if you want to jump in the green room, if Mary J is up, is there a membership link? I don't have a join button on the page. Oh yeah, they got you right here. The mods got you right there. Bot Ricks. Shout out to Bot Ricks for posting the join link. There it is right there. You can put it there. I'm gonna start right here so I don't have to go back and scroll it. Samuel Wick says, dang, coach, even on the rise, you got people doing that to you. Why in life the good ones have to face all this type of adversity? You want me to tell you why, Sam? And I appreciate you for you know, that viewpoint, you know, being able to say that. And shout out to the interactions on Facebook. We got Duran and my brother Rico dropping reactions on Facebook. We got 35 in the chat on YouTube, man, on the Coach Smook Network, and one over there on Smook Hines channel. I don't know where the Smook Hines channel coming from. I don't know if this Smook Hines. I don't know. But if you tapped in on that Smook Hines channel, you really a supporter, because that's where all the good content gonna be at. That's where all the good content gonna be at while we not doing football coverage. It's really about to get spicy over there, man. I'm telling y'all, we got you're gonna get a preview of it today. We got a long live we trying to do. We just hanging out today. We've been live for almost an hour already. I haven't done it just talking with no script in a while. So where we at? So spin the block 26 class, and y'all know it popped off with Crowell, Jordan Edmonds, Zion Gibson. I mean, all these guys, I'm just talking to them last year. You know, I'm realizing that we're on Twitter. I've been talking to all of these top guys that Bama's, you know, getting early commits from. Jamarian Matthews, when he committed, it was like, wow, that's youngin. Kamarian Johnson. Me and Kamari, we talk a lot, man. That's a young man. I'm so glad, you know, his growth spurt, first of all, is first thing. I'm just amazed at how much lean muscle he's put on. But his explosiveness in these workout videos, man, I'm like, man, who is this young man? He do not look like the same young man last year from the spring visit that when I tapped, you know, when we linked up, it was like, you know, yeah, you D-line, you probably going to have to play outside linebacker. No, this young man, and really killing it and committed, shut down everything. And so it's fun watching this process, because I may get a text every now and then, hey, coach, check this out. You know, and it's about what he planned on doing, you know, and I love watching it unfold, and I love trying to sit in the background with a lot of guys where I know I don't even choose to overload and cover them, because they know what time it is when it's time to get down. I like to sit back and watch what everybody else is saying. Why did he commit this, that, and third? And I'm like, man, I just literally talked to this young man. So that's how we are growing our network. And I want parents that tap into this. I want you to understand, your privacy and your protection of your child's image is the first thing that's a priority for me. A lot of these folks out here looking for clicks. They just want to put your child name on their channel to get the people eyes, and they can't follow it up when it's time to do something else outside of having a name. That's the reason why, and no shade, that's the reason why I left the Bama Standard, because I felt like their content was based on getting the big names. Getting the numbers in was based off of getting a big name to the title. And I don't care to do that. they're thriving in that. I think they have a model that works for them. But for me, I wanted to go this route because at the end of the day, I want to be back on the sidelines coaching. Coaching helps you stay close to recruiting, advising, getting kids opportunities at the next level. That's where I want to stay close to. So this allows me to stay in that space, having to be in the field, working it, being on the sideline, team reporting, creating those networking relationships, being in the recruiting space, going to these high school games, doing features and coverage on these players, not charging them $500-$600 to do anything, not charging them anything, really just trusting God and saying the value of what I create is going to create a sizable demand. And you'll be surprised at how many schools and how many parents have came to me and be like, hey, how much did you charge last year when you did this for my son? And I didn't charge the school nothing. I was just hoping the school didn't have a problem with me being on the sideline, because I never want to be a distraction. I never wanted to be about Coach Smook. I wanted to be about, hey, Coach Smook is here. Who is he looking at? Oh, he's looking at Jamar. Who is Jamar? You don't know? Shoot, Coach Smook talking about him, and now there may be a buzz. There may be one or two retweets or reposts from a profile because of a highlight I posted about Jamar from BMF Junior High School or BMF High School in Northwest Virginia. That's what the network is set up to do on the recruiting aspect. And then when it comes to team reporting for Alabama and recruiting coverage around Alabama, it's more so on the space of what they won't tell you because it's not favorable, or what they won't tell you because they don't have the real information. Right? That's where I'm at. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know what this is on Kick, but you got to go. Greetings, DJ Johnson. I already seen that comment. Let's get that out of there. Tom Cadmore. Hey, appreciate that for over there. Hey, and Kaylin Jones, thank you for becoming a member of the AAA family, y'all. Give it up for my guy, Kaylin. Is it Kaylin? And I don't know if it's male or female. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. We've been having so many different names. Kaden, Caitlin. Thank you for joining the AAA family and supporting the Coach Smook Network. Why am I so thirsty all of a sudden? Probably because I've been talking too much. But that's kind of where we are now. We've got pulled into this 26 class. We've been doing our day-to-day coverage and just talking with these guys. And I like the space we're in. I like the space we're in. I like where we're growing. Even with the stuff that doesn't have to do with Bama football, like, y'all gotta understand, remember, I was doing content creation before I came into this space. So like gaming content and spoofs and videos and stuff. That's why I say these other guys that kind of take their shots at me and stuff, they got to be careful, because you'll sit there and you'll try to expose something. And the good thing about me, man, y'all, I don't have the shirt on, but that authenticity above all, it isn't just a mantra. I've been like that my whole life. I could be wrong, and I'm gonna stand on it and say I was wrong, but my intentions was to be right. I don't mind being wrong, right? But there are certain lines you cannot cross in this industry. And that's why I do a creative, we load the clip and we just unload that mug how we do, because it creates buzz around the real thing. I like when people come to my channel thinking that I'm going to complain about something that somebody else said, and we're talking about recruiting, and they leave my channel, my live, and they go to these message boards and they do all this other stuff and talk about, what I said, or these group messages, and then it starts happening. Then you go back to the group messages and they're like, oh, he just keeps throwing stuff on the wall and hoping it sticks. Listen, if somebody is shooting a broken jumper and that junk is ugly, but they continuously hitting it, at some point you got to stop hating and just accept the fact that jumper may be ugly, but that mug is his style. That's the way he shoot. That's what he do. He's been doing it for as long as he's been doing this, and it's been working for him. Just because it's not you, it doesn't look like what Tim Watson, what them guys is doing, doesn't mean it's not legit. Just because he's not on the panel with the homies anymore, doing the 4 blocks, talking about the same thing for 4 hours, laughing, doesn't mean I think I'm better. It's just I recognize what I want to do now, And because of that, it looks different and people don't like it. So when you able to do that and impact and have the people move like you do, right? Like what we're doing here at the Coach Smook Network and AAA family, shout out to y'all. Y'all got people triggered. I get back to my phone last night. Oh my God, y'all acting up on Twitter again. Leave them folks alone. Leave them folks alone. I love when my mods, I sometimes I go to the mods and I'm like, hey, let's go get active on this tweet. And when I say get active, I mean like, hey, let's show some support. Let's tell everybody to go check out Coach Smook, right? That's what you do with your team, right? But then I go and look at who's actually doing it outside of the mods. I'm like, yo, I've never seen your name. Oh, hey, Britt said something in TikTok chat. She said, God forbid that I actually wanted to step out on faith and bet on myself. Well, basically, that's what she's saying. Bet on myself. People are so mad that I chose to go the independent route. Like, I laugh at my brother Brody Smook, right? I laugh at him because he made a decision earlier this year, and I could talk about it because it's the truth, right? And this is our session. This is my channel. I could talk about what I want to talk about. And I love my little brother. But he made a decision to join up with Touchdown Alabama. I have no problem with Touchdown Alabama. I just felt like what he had to offer, he could do so much better if he invested the same amount of time he would into somebody else's stuff and how they do it. If he invested into himself and had somebody help him scale it and structure it to where it can be his and his own. He's not boxed. He's not limited. He's not being told what to do with it because his product is a lot better than what he's submitting himself to. I know because I've experienced that. I know the product that I was submitting to the Bama Standard was a lot better and way on a different path than what they wanted. So when I incorporated a lot of these things, that's why presentation and actual product didn't match. You had crazy presentation, but the talk behind it across the board was not matching up. You had knowledgeable sports talk from 3 of your talking heads, and then one that's supposed to know football talking crazy, Then you got the other one that's kind of like, just riding the coattail. So it was kind of a clash of personalities when it came to product, and then with delivery and what you wanted to get from it. It wasn't reaching. It wasn't heading in that direction. So I saw that. And in so many words, I said that in a respectful manner. But then when I left, things got twisted up and we started doing our thing. So I look at it now, chat, and I say, where can we go from here? Where can we go from here when we say Coach Smook is blank, right? We don't go anywhere. We stay authentic. When you're authentic, you're able to not necessarily blend, but when things change, when there's adversity, you're able to reset and kind of just stay on a trend, stay locked in to the point where adversity doesn't necessarily come off as an adversity. It comes off as scheduled. Like when you go to the gym, nobody actually likes having to get tired from lifting weights. I know me personally, I wish I can go and lift weights and never get tired. I wish I can go and lift however much and it not be heavy. But there's some adversity in trying to get in shape. There's some adversity in trying to gain muscle and mass and all of those things, define your body. And we accept that adversity because we know what the end result is. In this industry, I accept adversity because I can protect the end result. Smook and the AAA family, y'all had my notifications blow them up last night on Twitter. Hey, Dylan, because you be acting up, man. Y'all be acting up. And Dylan, I like what you've been saying, man. I like how you've been going at some of these. And it's clear, obvious to who some of these people are, man. And like I said, I was talking about Brody, but Brody, he took the position at TDA, and I think he was very limited. I think what he does in recruiting, how he covers recruiting, even some of the relationships, and he'll tell you a lot of relationships that he has with a lot of the players is because we interact. People know that me and him interact. And they speak highly, if they don't know Brody, I'll be like, hey, go check out my bro Brody, and that's how we have formed our network. And people try to turn us against each other. Two black sheep. How you gonna turn the two black sheep against each other? And it's funny because there's people that's at his head that I really rock with, and I stated my stance on all of it. I don't sugarcoat it with anybody. I'm not like some of these other people, I respect the big names, and I keep their names out of it because we don't have problems. I respect those big name guys that so many people report to
and continue to try to make it like I got beef with them, and they know where I'm coming from. And a lot of the people that the funny thing is, the same establishments and publications that you all want to pin me against and think that I'm taking shots at, they're the ones reaching back out and saying, hey, continue to do what you're doing, man. It's creating a good buzz. You know, they're not trying to get my resources or my sources. And then I get a lot of feedback. And my thing is, I think I appreciate them for not coming out and jumping to my defense when it's about my content. But every one of them, y'all ever notice whenever y'all tried to make some beef, or not say y'all, but when we ever had quote unquote beef between other content creators, the ones that have came out and said, hey, he may be a trash insider, but don't, talk about his kids. That's lame about talking about. Courtney McKinney was one of them. That's why I can respectfully hate her. You know what I'm saying? Not hate her, but respectfully dislike her as a Bama fan. I feel like she Fairweather, but I like what she does for the fan base. She incites a lot of talk, a lot of conversation. So I have this respect for what she does for the fan base, and I think it's positive for the fan base. It's a positive balance. Who else? Bear Bryant's burner. Never going to be a buddy of mine, right? But I love interacting with that because when I call him a Fairweather fan, we have conversations and it's back and forth. It's not as if we're buddies, but there's a level of respect there, right? I will never personally attack Bear Bryant Burner. I will never personally attack anybody until I feel like they're trying to come for me. So in recruiting, Bama recruiting this week, you all have seen all of the hate on Coach Smook Network. Even the team, man, like the team has been like, man, why do people get mad about you being right? I don't know, man. Maybe because can I say it? Can I say it? Put a yes in the chat if I can say it. It might get dark after I say it. And I don't want it to get dark. It's the same fake accounts every time you bring up Smook. They slack on content and they slack on trolling. Facts, man. It's facts. And the funny thing is, man, it's the same person. And he's in the same group messages. You literally have the same style of delivery with every page that you create. Why does one person need 4 different troll accounts, bro? Why? That's weird. Like, and then you be using the troll accounts to say stuff like, go get a real job, get a life. From a troll account, though? Like what? Somebody said yes. Britt said yes on TikTok. Zach said yes. Uh-oh. Jordan said yes. I know y'all petty selves want me to say it. I know y'all want me to say it. Y'all so petty. Shout out to the 28 in the chat over here on YouTube, man. Continue to like and share the video. If y'all want me to say it, man, let's get to 25 likes. We got 28 in the chat. I'm going to say it because look at Jason. Jason said say it. Jason, you might not like it, man, because I don't like to put my brothers and my sisters like you in between this because y'all really are in the middle of it for no reason. Y'all know what I put out, right? Y'all know what I did on the scene, behind the scene with a lot of these people that's speaking on my name now. And like you say, it's sad that we can't squash it the right way, right? And it's not really nothing to be squashed. I really just want them to talk to me face to face or on camera, and we say exactly what we mean, because I'm not going to change up what I'm saying. I guarantee you everything that they saying, they're going to change it up, because a lot of stuff that they saying has nothing to do with content or football. It's all about personal feelings, attacking my financial status or trying to say I was scamming and all this other stupid stuff, like all this crazy stuff, bro. Like, come on, man. Do better. Do better. He said, say it. I'm going to say it. I'm going to say it. All right. So I'm going to say it like this, chat. There are certain people in this industry, in the Bama coverage, that if they were to come on camera with me, because they're boxed in, they probably start getting a lot of backlash because I speak a lot of truth. And it'll be stuff that I'll say against Bama Online, Bama 247, not necessarily saying to speak against them, but it's just things that aren't true that they're having to put out. And I'm going to say having to put out because there's people that make decisions for a lot of them when it comes to what they pushed out. Right? And so I look at it and I say, okay, if they're commending me on my takes, and they're not the ones publicly saying, man, this dude is crazy. You know, I have yet to retrieve. I'm actually, and what's crazy is, chat, I'm in a group message right now. I remove myself from all group messages. I was added to a group message in March of 2024 that had some of the names that everybody wants to say that I'm hating on had these same names. I'm still in there. I just scroll back. I have never sent the message in there. It's been on mute. And I just went back because I was in a space. HOC, shout out HOC, man. They down for you, boy. Shout out to the HOC. Face to face, man to man is the way to reach an understanding point. Yes, facts. Yes, facts. Same thing I did last year. Say it again, or what I was saying when I called Steven Smith and Kangaroo Black on the show, Jason. When I have a take or something and it's content related, like it's always been, and I disagree with you, I want you to come on. I call Steven Smith a Fairweather fan. One of the voices of Alabama football. I called him a Fairweather fan, chat. Text him. I texted him and called him, told him what I wanted him to come on the show and do. Explain yourself because you sounded Fairweather. And he came on, he explained himself. Now, Kangaroo Black, we ain't going to talk about that backpedaling job he did that live, bro. That junk was so funny. It was so funny to see that junkie. Trying to become a member on the channel. My name is Samuel Wilkerson, true Bama fan. All right. Hey, did we get Samuel? Did he end up being able to join? We got Keelan Jones. Hey, Samuel Wilkerson, if you in the chat right now, there's a link in the chat that can be provided. He just emailed y'all. That's pretty cool. People really want to rock with your boy and support. I'm going to write him back right now. That's lit, man. We're getting love. AAA. Clickbait style content is what most creators are turning to now. Nothing original. Facts, Dylan. Facts, Dylan. So I see it. I even see like the thumbnail styles, right? And there's certain ways to tap into the algorithm, but I think there's a certain level of originality that will continue to stand apart. And if y'all look at our thumbnails compared to everybody else's, no, we don't care. We don't care that YouTube says do them like this. The content, how you label it, and everything is going to matter. The thumbnails help catch the eyes. If my stuff look like everybody else, how I'm gonna catch your eyes? And now you see everybody wants. Man, listen, I'm gonna show y'all. I don't think I have them all on here still. Nobody was doing show intros for real last year. Nobody was doing them. Everybody was going live, getting right into their show, right? Y'all, I'm really killing the game with the intros, so to the point that Piano Man tried to, he did the AI songwriter thing, right? For his show. And the intro, even some of the transitions and the style, like it irks my nerves to see it because I'm like, you know? But I'm like, at least he trying. At least he trying. You know? At least he trying. That's what I say. But y'all, we got some crazy intros. Like, even this one, I got segues. We got the welcome to the channel intro. I got that idea from Josh Pate, you know, sending some of those mentorship conversations, learning how to do it the right way. And that was a long time ago. That was before I was taking off a read only, right? Long time ago. So y'all know that. And then y'all remember this one? I remember we used to run that. Oh, I gotta use this. This the old one, but we used to run that. But this is my favorite one. This is my favorite one. Now I ain't gonna do that one yet because we about to segue into another segment. But yeah, I ain't mad about it. I just wish it was done from a respectable standpoint. You know, I always give Kyle Henderson credit for stuff that he kind of allowed me to, or kind of helped me, guide me into when it comes into this space. A lot of the way I move in this industry is because I learned a lot from him. I learned what to do, right? Presentation was big with him, and I learned that from him. But how to move, I learned how not to move. You can't be scared to speak up and defend your content, your product, and you can't be scared to speak against those who claim to be at the top. You can't treat the ones at the bottom no different. So if I talk to Coach Sean and Piano Man a certain way, right, and I speak on their content a certain way, I'm going to do the same when it comes to Kangaroo Black and Clint Lamb. you know, and I don't think they're nowhere. I don't think Kangaroo Black is nowhere near the level of Clint Lamb. But I'm just saying, I have no respect of person when I have my opinion, right? But I have respect for the person to make it only about their content. And so that's where I'm at. Now, let's segue into some fun conversation. I'm gonna open the phone lines up, and we can talk whatever today. We're gonna talk whatever. But I want to talk some Fairweather fandom I've been seeing on Twitter. I'm gonna go to my Twitter feed, and we're gonna get to it, man. It was some comments made. Oh, and on our YouTube channel. On our YouTube channel, we saw some stuff, some comments made, and I want to kind of look at them. It's been some fun stuff happening on the VODs and stuff. So we're gonna take a quick break, transition into this segue here, and then we'll get back. We're gonna do a little Fairweather fan report. We're gonna do that while we open up the phone lines. How that sound? Thank y'all for being here, and remember, think about becoming a member of the AAA family. This is how you do it. Let's get it.
Glad you chose to stop by the channel today. Just wanted to give you an opportunity to really become a part of this community here at the Caoch Smook Network. We like to call ourselves the AAA family. The AAA stands for authenticity above all. We just want to give you an opportunity to become a part of this community because we're growing and we're doing something special here as a fan base, not just for Alabama, but the fan community as a whole. We're creating an environment where it's safe to be yourself, be authentic, and meet people who share the same passion you share, whether it's for the same team or not. You can do this by becoming a member of the AAA family. You simply start by just clicking the link provided to you by one of the moderators in the chat, or it'll be pinned to the top of the chat. Click that link. It'll bring you to my homepage. When you get to my homepage, make sure you hit the notification button and turn on all notifications. Understand that there are multiple ways to support the channel, and each level has its perks. You can go through and read each perk. As we continue to grow, new perks will be added to each level. One thing we would like to highlight that all AAA members are greatly appreciated. It does not go unnoticed that you have taken time and hard-earned money to support this channel. Once you join, YouTube is going to ask for some payment information, and make sure you monitor your subscription dates. Also, if you really want to get interactive with the community and find out what's going on, think about joining our Discord family. This is where you can get into all the fan talk of the community, and also there are networking opportunities. Please be mindful that there are rules and that we expect everyone to treat everyone with respect. Also, if you're looking to partner with Caoch Smook Network or sponsor, please hit us up at coachsmooknetwork@gmail.com, and our staff will get back to you in a timely manner. I'm your boy Caoch Smook of the Caoch Smook Network, and I thank you for supporting this channel.
Put me in a game, Caoch Smook. Put me in a game, Caoch Smook.
Like, share, subscribe. You know we keep it live.
Put me in a game, Caoch Smook. 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 Put me in a game, Caoch Smook.
Like, share, subscribe. You know we keep it live.
They put me in the game, Coach Smook. Let's go, man. Let's go. Listen, back to it. Listen, I'm ready to open the phone lines now. 334-625-1121. Phone line is open. While we get ready, I'm setting up the Fairweather fan report, man. I'm setting up the Fairweather fan report because I want it to be pretty funny today. I ain't gonna lie. Shout out to these youngest, man, tapping in on my TikTok. I mean, on my Twitter, right? On my Twitter, following me, man. We got a lineup of guys that we're going to be doing some highlight reactions for here soon. A lot of 27 kids, a lot of 28 kids. I mean, a lot of follows over past 2 days. And I'm just now looking. Like I said, I didn't really get into my Twitter yesterday. I just posted and kept moving for the most part. But Jesus, we got a lot of players, y'all. I'm excited. We're growing. All the trolls, everything y'all doing, y'all helping. I appreciate it. Keep doing it. Keep up the good job.
Y'all doing what y'all doing, man? I'm really in a sad. Prayers up for the family, everyone. Prayers up for the family. Pray for our family. Everybody, AAA family. Pray for everybody, but definitely pray for our AAA brothers and sisters, man. Courtney Morgan with the gifts, man. I text him yesterday. The one he posted yesterday. Yeah, that was funny. Y'all remember this, man? This is when it happened yesterday, chat. I don't know if y'all saw it live, but I was watching it on my phone. Then I wanted to go live afterwards. Turn this down a little bit. 334-625-1121. Call in, say your name. We talking to everything sports, everything college football right now.
Is the University of Alabama. Boy, Lank. Yes, sir.
What he said? Y'all know why this is good?
University of Alabama.
I look at the defensive line prospects.
Boy, Lank.
I look at the defensive line prospects in this class. And this is another one of those where we might be on some junk where this is like a that Quentin Williams D-line group that came in with him the years around him. I think we're going to have that type of depth. Nolan Wilson, Kamarian Johnson, J.J. Finch. It's looking good, boy. It's looking good, man. And I'm telling y'all, keep. I'm going to say this about Tank Jones. I'm going to say this. Only because I have strong feels that I think we'll get the commitment. And that's at the end of the day, I think that's what majority of the fan base wants. They just care about the commitment. They don't necessarily care about schematic fits. They don't care about roster size. They don't care to look at all that stuff. They just want to have the best recruiting class signed. They don't care what happens until that recruit is about to be on the field. Shout out to the 25 likes on the stream, man. Appreciate y'all for hitting that goal again. Y'all continue to just knock these goals out the park. So, and ovation for y'all. Give yourself a round of applause, man. And again, 334-625-1121. That's how you get in and call in on the phone line. It's Saturday. I know all y'all ain't at work. Call in. Let's have a conversation, man. 334-625-1121. Talk to your boy, Coach Smook. So, but I look at this class, man, and I'm gonna go ahead and pull my roster up. I'm gonna go ahead and do my depth chart before the end of the summer, because I want y'all to see how quality of a class this is. And this is going to be the second class in a row that Coach Kalen DeBoer has set itself up to be right there in the top 5, right? And right now, I think the class is ranked number 5 or 6. It's either 4 through 6 right now. But you look at it from top to bottom, 5 stars committed right now. Current 5 stars, that's classified 5 stars on all your major recruiting databases. Xavier Griffin, Cedarius Morgan, Jordan Edmonds. Expected 4 stars to be elevated to 5-star. I expect Xavier Crowell, who's committed to Alabama, the running back out of Jackson, Alabama. Expect him to be elevated to 5-star. Max Sutter, I think he's the best tight end in this class. Right now, he's the number 82 player. He's the number 7 player at the tight end position. I mean, at the athlete position. Once he classifies as tight end, I think he'll be labeled the number 1 tight end. Yes, over Tiller. That's I think he's committed to Florida State. So Max Sutter, I think, will be the number 1 tight end in this class. You even without being the number 1 tight end, you look at his overall composite rating. He's right there at 93.8, I believe. Looking at his composite rating compared to the other tight ends in his class, there's only 2 other 4-star tight ends, and they're both ranked lower than him as far as that composite rating. I think he will be a 5-star. Xavier Crowell, we said him. And then Sam Utu, the offensive tackle that's committed in this class. He might pull that 5-star rating. You look at him at a 94 overall composite. Anytime you see 4 stars at a 94 overall, and then Utu, who's been playing both guard and tackle, he's probably going to really set himself up to be that 5-star. So you're talking about a class with maybe 5 or 6 5-stars off rip, right? And then I say Jamarian Matthews, a 4-star. That rating is going to get higher. We just got Nolan Wilson commitment. That rating is going to be higher. And these are the defensive linemen, right?
Jamari Matthews, an edge rusher, D lineman. Nolan Wilson, D lineman. Kamarion Johnson, another bandit, D lineman. Right, JJ Finch, another interior guy, D lineman. Like that defensive front commitment class right now is crazy, right? We talked about the wide receiver commits that we just got. Brian Williams Jr., Owen Cabell, and Sedarian Morgan, the big three, literally the big three. We hot in recruiting right now. And then don't sleep on the running back room. We talk about Correll being there. I'm excited about Barnett too. Turn his film on. Another speed guy. But then Cooper is going to be, we reeling them in. Y'all better listen to me. We're reeling them in. It's the reason why he changed that commitment date. Rael Kelly, out of Cincinnati. Thankful for that connection there. Coach Mo does some quality stuff in his scouting of the defensive backs, y'all. It's a lot of things that I'm not hearing people say about Rael Kelly that I think really highlighted and allow him to get a real look from this secondary, from this staff, right? You see him rated as a 3-star right now. I honestly think four out of the 5 3-stars we have will get that bump in their ratings. Zay Hall for sure. He just is not a camp guy. He's a low-key guy going to stick to his guns, playing ball. Showed up to Bama camp, went crazy. Right? And then you also go and look at everything surrounding just the style of player being recruited in this class. Look at how many guys went from 4-star to 5-star last year under Kalen DeBoer. Right? So Bama, the logo, the brand, quality of development is still there. Barnett, Correll, Cooper, I expect that trio. We look at the secondary, Rael Kelly, and today, a lot of people are now talking about it. We were talking about it a few weeks ago how we would know for sure after Big Bama weekend what that field was like, and we gave our take. We're still upwards of that 95% field that is Bama for Jara Edwards. And I mean like 99.7% sure, and that 0.3% could really grow from 0.3% to, 50% in the next hour or two. He's committing this afternoon. So going to be interested to see how that plays out. I'm very confident that he's coming to Bama. I'm looking at how this class is shaping up. They basically just building a depth chart on both sides of the ball. 4 defensive linemen in this class right now committed. You look at the linebacker room. You got one in Xavier Griffin committed. You got one in Zay Hall committed. And then you're going to need one more rotational guy to commit in this class. Is it going to be Nick Abrams? I don't know. Is it going to be Tank Jones? I don't know. Is it going to be Anthony Davis? I don't know. We don't know. So all 3 of those guys are still in play for Bama. And then Kamari Brooks, yes, he's committed to Georgia, but that's an edge rushing style guy that you do not try to, you don't necessarily easily give up on. And if you could pad this class, which is going to see a lot of transition after this season, I think that's what you do. It's smart. Oh, Bear Bryant's burner is on Twitter, y'all. Y'all want to interact with Bear Bryant live? Let me see. Bear Bryant's burner. We about to interact with him live, chat. Hold on, let me share it. I be making a mad chat. Y'all see what I said? I said, don't play, fool. You be lurking. Y'all know we petty. This is why this class could be legendary. Not just legendary, man. You got to look, man. This is like, you're getting top 10 guys from out of state. You're getting top 300 guys in the country.
I mean, I don't know why people feel like Alabama's falling off. Jason, why you ain't calling in? You doing all this typing, man? Phone line is open. Chris Williams says Alabama's going to have to put up a fight to keep Nolan and Tank if they got that commitment. Oh yeah, 100%, Chris Williams, and that's what I'm saying. God, like trying to pad your class. Kamari Brooks to Georgia is a safety thing, right? That's a safety commit, right? I'm gonna commit to Georgia. I'm gonna see who really stays involved. These are the two schools that I fit best schematically. They're gonna have the most exposure for me. The defenses are exactly where I need to be in. Same thing with Tank. Same thing with Nolan. Same thing with and I'm talking about linebackers only, edge rushers, inside linebackers. I'm talking about Nick Abrams, guys that we're targeting heavy in this class. You look at them and they can play inside linebacker, more so edge rushers, specialists. But these are skill sets that translate at the next level. In this scheme, Kane Womack's scheme, it's hard to say no as a linebacker, man. An edge rusher that could play, have those extensive skill sets. Yeah, man. You called in but can't hear. Zach, you ain't calling in, buddy. Let me see. Let me refresh it. Oh, maybe you did. Hold on. Hold on, Zach. Hold on. Hold on. Oh. The Wi-Fi card got messed up, Zach. Let me get it right. Let me get it right, Zach. There we go. Let me get it right, Zach. So if y'all were calling the phone line, my bad. The screen said we was online, but clearly no doubt on. No doubt on, no fun. E.T. fun, no doubt on, no fun. All right, let's get it, man. Why does this thing take so long? Let's go. Load up. Storms be making stuff act up. Oh, Lord. All right, I'm going to put this card up on this side, and give me a second, child. I'm going to get this phone line open up for you because I definitely want to talk to y'all. Let me talk to you. And this is one of those shows, man. I told y'all we don't have like no set narratives or flow today. So let's enjoy it while we can't. Right? All right. Let's see if that's going to work. Smook about to have me and Twitter beef with 2 burner accounts. Hey, yeah, listen, we keep trying to tell these people to choose their battles wisely. Why they keep continuing to bother us? I just say play safe. It's not safe out here for everybody, especially when you mess with God's chosen. And I don't say that loosely, y'all. I know I'm a child of God. You know, I know for a fact, you know, the things that I've been through, a lot of people in this space could not go through it and come out and still stand on their own 2 feet and say and move like they thought they were supposed to be able to move, right? So why is my TikTok stream? Why they trying to ban a brother? What's up, man? Hey, y'all typing that screen on TikTok. Appreciate the love, man. Trying to restart the computer so we get the phone lines open. Mary J, take that banner down for me real quick. We got to restart the other computer so we can get the phone lines open. It's not picking up for some reason. It's not picking up. Hey, but Fairweather fan report. Should we do it today? I really just want to chat with y'all, man. Like, I don't care about the numbers today. I just want to chat with y'all, kick it. Like, if we get 6 people in here talking all day for the next hour, that's what we'll do. That's how serious I am about getting back to what our community truly is going into this season, because it's going to be a great season. And we're going to have so many opportunities to interact in person that I don't want fake people feeling like they can hang around y'all and have a good time. Right? I don't want us going to a event representing the AAA community or the AAA family, and Alabama, we're watching the game and Alabama has a tough loss or a tough play, a bad play, and we got fans in there like, man, F. Kalen DeBoer, da, da, da. I don't want that. I don't want AAA members represented like that. Just imagine being at the tailgate party with the shirt on, and you the only AAA member, or that person is the only AAA member. Fake engagement policy. What? What? Somebody got mad? Wow. Somebody just reported me. Wow. And it's only one name, guys. That all right. I'm gonna screenshot it. That's another one. There's only few people that do this that's worth listening to. Oh, am I one of those people, brother? Appreciate you. Hey, but the phone line is about to be open now. 334-625-1121. TP, what's good, man? What's good, brother? Good to see you. 334-625-1121. Phone line is now open, chat. Come talk to me. Come talk to me, chat. Phone line is now open. Share your thoughts here on the Coach Smook Network so that we can get everything going, baby. Get everything going, baby. Yeah, get everything. Smook, apparently you're paying me to tweet, so I'll send you my bill. Oh, let me see. Let me see. We got a reply? We got Zach on the line, y'all. Let's get him.
Call from Zach Willie. To accept, press 1. To send a voicemail, press 2.
Yo, Zach, what's up, man? You in the gang? Talk to us, brother.
What's good, Coach Smook?
Man, you already know, man. We out here fighting demons.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
We out here fighting demons, Zach.
I got a bone to pick with you.
All right, hold on. Let me turn the music down. He said he got a bone to pick with me. Hold on, chat. Let me know. Can y'all hear Zach? They got
What's
you.
good, AAA family?
Yeah, they got you. got
Okay. Don't you ever have me calling 4 times again and you 5 times again and you ignoring me.
So Zach gave me a don't you ever. What? What? Zach, all right, look, just because you absolutely correct and you absolutely right, I ain't got no complaints today. I didn't know that the internet was not hooked up on the other computer. And what's crazy is Zach, Tonyo, Jordan, y'all better not hype him up. What's crazy is Zach, the screen, how it looks now, is literally how it looked when I logged into the show. So I'm like, okay, phone line up. Let me go ahead and get the phone line open. I'm like, man, I got the phone line open for 15 minutes. Zach didn't say he had stuff to do this Saturday. I know if I don't get one, my brother gonna call in. So, but yeah, you absolutely right, man. It's on me. It's on me, chat. Y'all got me. We back though. We back though. So Zach, what's up, man? Talk to me, man. Ain't no topics today, man. What's on your mind? We got. Let's do 7 minutes. We're gonna do 7 minutes of phone call. We got plenty of time. So.
All right. But yeah, I'm excited for this recruiting class. I also have the belief that we get Edwards today, his commit today, and I'm just excited. And to all the trolls out there, just because y'all are hating and everything doesn't mean Smook ain't doing what Smook does. And we have receipts. So if y'all want the receipts, we can give y'all the receipts. And so, but yeah, I mean, keep doing you, man, and keep going far. We're building and we're growing, and we're going to be turning this thing into a great thing.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm over here looking at the replies on Twitter, man. What you think about the stuff that's going on Twitter, man? Why are people so mad that we take our job serious and don't care to guess and just talk about what we know?
Because we actually care about the recruits and their feelings and what they feel, you know, and where they want to go, you know. And I mean, and not every recruit wants to come to Alabama, and that's fine, you know. And Alabama doesn't want every recruit either. But but that doesn't mean that you have to go out there and put out a false narrative because they don't want to come to Bama.
And that's
You know.
and that's what I keep attacking, bro. I don't care about anybody else and what they got going on until it's a false narrative, bro. And then that's what I'm saying. And then it's sad that we're even arguing this point or trying to reestablish this point, because it's like when so I see the people commenting on the Hayes Fawcett post, right? And I like it because
Yes.
if anybody saw me and Hayes interact last year on Ty's channel, y'all saw the respect that he had, because it takes somebody with some balls, like some real balls, to come into this industry and say, "Hey Tim Wise, you reported wrong, man. Why are you doing that to your people? I used to rock with you, but now you saying some crazy stuff." And we had that happen with a recruit last year. A lot of false narratives, and from that point, that's when I started separating myself from how I wanted to do things. And because it's different, people are mad. So I like it, but I like the fact that also it's causing people to look, and then they're being exposed to the truth, and the fan base can say what they want, but they come and they lurk on my content to see what's really happening.
Right. And you have your own style. Everybody has their own style.
Everybody has their own style.
And everybody's mad because you are doing your style. And your style is more hip to how modern college football is. And so people are more attracted to your style, and everybody else that still
He breaking up.
is getting. I'm breaking up. Can
Just a
you
little
hear me
bit.
now?
But you good. You good now.
Okay. But everybody that has the old style mindset are, just they're getting angry, and I mean, there's no point in it because, we're just doing what we're modernizing everything. It's
and it's okay to be old school, right? There's a space for everything,
right.
I believe. And that's one thing I will say, that these cats continue by. They are telling the truth. There's space for everybody to eat, but some people aren't made to be at the table. This might not be your table, man. So stop coming to the table acting like you're supposed to be there, and then when you get handed your plate, you complaining about what you get, and you weren't really invited. And now you think because you've been invited by somebody that they aren't even at the table for real. They're barely hanging on to their seat. That's where I'm sitting at right now with this recruiting thing, man. I don't care to even be validated by the big names no more. I like the fact that when I talk to a parent, they know that when Coach Smook turned that camera on, he don't care about somebody coming in his chat and say, "Hey, where's Zay Griffin going?" If Zay Griffin don't want me to say nothing, if Jay don't want me to say, my big sister Jay don't want me to say, I'm not gonna say nothing. But guess what I am gonna do? I'm like, hey, if you want to stay tuned, if you really want to know what's surrounding Xavier, I'm gonna give you the scoop, and that's why we call it the scoop, man. And then when we make these predictions, we know already, man. It's like we're talking to these kids, we're getting this information. Even when we can't talk to the kids, these kids have confidential people that they confide in. You got people that really, when they say, "Hey, check out this post. If he say this, you feeling this, that, and the third," and then you go talk to a coach and you look at the video game. It's so much stuff that I do outside of the norm because I have the time and space to do it. A lot of those bigger platforms don't. They don't have the time to create those intimate relationships and network and really grow. They're really just trying to get a story out, and they don't necessarily do that due diligence on all stories unless it's a 5-star big name that's bringing in a lot of attention. So we trying to attack it from the other side and show that across the board it's a different vibe. So that's where we at. But Zach, enough about all the back and forth, man. Them guys, they could have it with all that recruiting. We know what's happening with recruiting. You said you're excited about recruiting this 2025 season, man. Kickoff. I mean, August 30th is literally like less than a month and a half away now. Like we're right there
Yes,
on the 40. I think we're at 40 days now, 40 some days to kick off.
something like that. 50 between the 50 and 40-day mark, somewhere around in there. I can't,
I don't
do
know.
the
Hey, if
math.
you want to know, if y'all do want to know how many days we got left, just go and look at. Never mind. We can get our own timer, our countdown thing going. But
Yeah.
as a matter of fact, Voice of College Football, we have it on some of our lives. You know how many days is left. We don't do it on all of them, but you can kind of go engage and see that. I think our last show was Tuesday, and it was 64 days. So we're right around the 50-day mark. Hey, bro, chill, Jordan. That be y'all acting up, doing all that bad stuff, man. But yeah, that's where we at, Zach. That's where we at. So Florida State, August 30th. What's the plan, man? What's your game day plans?
I know I'm probably gonna watch the game at my house, and I'll probably if my dad and his will come over, we might grill out some and watch.
I can't hear you, Zach. Zach, you breaking up now, man. What you doing? You trying to walk around the house? You know you in the sticks. You know you can't be walking around.
Yeah. Hold on one second.
See, that's what happened, chat. You start feeling yourself a little bit. You get on that good phone. You went and got a haircut yesterday, didn't you, Zach?
Yeah.
See, I told y'all, I knew it. Zach get a haircut. He start acting brand new on this chat. He start acting brand new. But nah, man. It's funny because man, I remember when we moved out to Fort Mitchell, we was out in the sticks. There was one cell phone tower for like a 30-mile radius or some crap like that, man. And I remember you find that one spot in your house.
Coach?
Yeah, we can hear you now. You find that one spot in the house, chat, and you gotta stay there.
Yeah.
You gotta stay there.
I had my headphones in, and they was causing the signal to act up.
What they saying, Dylan? What? They say what? Oh, why they coming for you on Twitter? I don't know. Let me see. What they saying? I gotta see, man. This is fun. See, y'all see what I went through last year. I remember trying to go to bat against everybody for myself. I just said, after a while, after like 2 weeks of that, I just realized like people gonna hate regardless. They got mad because I was right. Y'all remember, and I hate to keep regurgitating, revisiting this, but y'all remember when they when Ryan Grubb, when I said y'all worried about Ryan Grubb, and then he comes in front of Yale, Alabama, and says, "I will be the next offensive coordinator at the University of Alabama," and then he gets hired by the. Nobody was excited when I was right. The haters, nobody was saying that. Oh, dang, you was right. He is supposed to sign, but soon as he signed to the Seahawks, oh, they came out the woodworks. You don't know crap. Da, 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 da. But then, fast forward a year, I'm 3 weeks ahead talking about Ryan Grubb is going to come to Alabama. There's realistic. I'm about 90% sure. I remember the live. Y'all remember that? And people was like, "You crazy? He's not coming to Alabama. We're going to have to go and get Lane Kiffin. Da, 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 all this other stupid stuff, right?"
Lane Kiffin? When are they going to bring Lane Kiffin back to Alabama? Lane Kiffin burnt his bridge with Alabama.
Oh, man. But then when Roundtable or whatever the name of the show is, I forget the name. What the Round Talk, the Round Tables, I forget them. No disrespect. I watched their show. I remember getting tagged in a clip a week later, and he was like, "I'm hearing some buzz about Ryan Grubb," and then I remember, was it Greg McElroy, one of the former Alabama quarterbacks? They was saying, there's no chance of it. And literally, I'm still out here like, man, I'm telling y'all, I had the guy that writes for the Seahawks come on my show, chat. What more do I have to do? Like, I don't fake this stuff. I literally be giving y'all the real. What Colin Howard and all of them do when they break news, and Max Chadwick and all those guys, the NBA guys that do NBA insider reports, that's literally what I do, man. There is like no certain job description or way to do it. You just find your way, find your niche, and you create networking relationships. And a lot of people that speak on my name, they don't have those relationships. They always talking about Kirby Smart's little brother. His cousin's wife is my friend's aunt that works at the diner. I go and buy drinks from her. That's their source. Or I went to Alabama in 1987, so I know everything. You don't know crap. You know how many things that changed since 1987? Your Yay Alabama $18 a month membership payment does not get you inside access. I promise you. I promise you. So, yeah. But we know we excited for Florida State. I plan on doing something, Zach. I was going to go to Tallahassee. But we just got approval to be sponsored. And I want everybody to give it up for this. We just got, not approved, we just got some proposals made to be sponsored to show up at 2 spots this year for Bama games to kind of host our call-in show / watch party at the bar. So I plan on doing this, right? Putting this information out in 2 locations in the state of Alabama. One's going to be in Montgomery, of course, because it's hometown for me. But we're going to do one in T-Town. We have, I don't know if y'all remember, we were going to do the tailgate party at the little diner next to right outside the campus, next to the facility. I forget it.
Yes.
T-Town's finest. T-Town's finest.
Yes. Yes.
T-Town's finest. So yeah, that's where we're going to be doing a watch party, and we're trying to decide if we're going to do an opening weekend since it's not going to be a home game. I think that'll be a good opportunity to go there. I know that a lot of times on away games they still have tailgating, so it's just more cost efficient for it to do it this way. And then Tallahassee, I don't want to go down there and have my community pull up and we don't know what we doing, where we at, where we doing. So I'd rather just do it in T-Town. So the plan is when we'll know by August 1st which game we'll do for that first hosting, AAA hosting, where we're going to be outside. And then we have the tailgate party in Athens that's already confirmed. Once tickets get released for that, put those out. And then the Oklahoma game, the home game against Oklahoma, is the other concrete date that we'll be hosting some here in Montgomery. Now, Jason will be here that weekend. We might do the host event for opening weekend here in Montgomery. Now that I think about it, do opening weekend here in Montgomery. And then when Oklahoma comes into T-Town, we select that weekend to be hosted because it's homecoming weekend. We'll have a less movement, less logistics. We'll move around, and we just have a spot to go to. That should be good, man. If it's in T-Town, I'll be there. Yeah. Now look, Jordan, you come on down to the Gump too. But Zach, I'm gonna let you off the line, man. I think we just missed the phone call. All right. Go ahead, go. But you know how to close out, man. Do your thing, bro.
Yep. Road time, my AAA family. I'll holler at y'all later.
For sure, Zach. Hey, Zach. It's almost that time, bro.
I know. We ready.
What? We ready.
We ready.
What?
We ready.
What?
For y'all.
Tell them what you're gonna. We ready.
Uh-huh. We ready.
We ready.
Oh, y'all.
Let's go. Have a good one, Zach. I'll catch up with you later, bro.
All right,
man.
All right.
Yeah, man. Chat. Show some love in the chat. Isaiah, what's good? Appreciate y'all for tapping that screen. Mac, what's good? Appreciate y'all for tapping that screen over there on TikTok, man. Yeah, Mac, y'all ready? Yeah, y'all ready? I know y'all ready. We in the Gump with it though. Kickoff weekend. Let's go ahead and put that in concrete. I'm gonna go ahead and get the team together. Come to Montgomery, Alabama, and hang out with your boy Coach Smook. I'll show y'all around the city. We're gonna have a good time. I got a spot. We probably go to Baumhauer's down here. They always take care of your boy. Y'all know I got that pretty bartender, my sister Kate, man. Y'all would love to see her on the screen. Y'all come meet her in person, man. Come support her. Let's go support her. She's still up there at Baumhauer's, I think. I hope she is. I ain't been there since football season in it. That much because I just proposed to my girlfriend. Oh, my boy Mac proposed, man. Y'all give it up. My guy on TikTok. Hey, Mac, can you come check in on YouTube real quick? Go check in on YouTube, man, so my family can show you some love on screen. Congrats, man. Hey, we're gonna celebrate for that one, man. Come on, bro. That's happy people. Happy people. Let's go, man. Yeah. Yeah, that's what's up, man. Congrats, bro. I like that type of stuff. I love when love is in the air, fam. I love when love is in the air, man. Y'all know, man. Y'all kind of watch me almost dive off the deep end. I ain't gonna say her name. Y'all remember people? Y'all, man. Almost dove. God said, boy, what you doing? Look, listen. Y'all see, listen. I wonder if I can make it look right. Hold on real quick. I'm gonna see if I can make it look right. Get everything off the screen, Mary J. I'm gonna see if I can make this look right real quick. Hold on. Let me see. Let me change the angle real quick. See, y'all see this back here? Let me move the chair. Let me move the chair real quick. Hold on, I'm gonna show y'all. I gotta illustrate this. See, this how close I was. You see how high up in the air we is, chat? And I met this young lady last time, and I was like, you know what, God? There's no way I've been through what I've been through, and then something like. So I was on the edge, chat. Ready to jump in. Take a like head dive in this mother. And God caught me. He said, whoa. Oh, boy. And he pulled me on back in. And I was like, what? He was like, no, turn around, man. I got something better for you. I got what you need. And that's what I went and found, y'all. So I'm on my way. I'm on my way. I'm on my way to what I need, chat. I'm on my way. I had to go and illustrate that for y'all because I was almost on the edge, y'all. I was about to jump off the deep end. For what? You know what I'm saying? Not a smart move, Smook. Not a smart move. Not a smart move. You better trust God, boy. But God, chat. But God. Hey, congratulations to my guy, Mac, man. Hey, Mac. Oh, there you go. My boy, Mac Marlin in the chat. There you go. Shout out to him. Hey, make sure you subscribed over here too, my boy. You better be subscribed. Shout out to him, man. Congrats, man. Did she say yes? First of all, while we say congrats, did she say yes? I'm pretty sure she said yes because you wouldn't be telling us. You probably wouldn't even showed up into the chat if she said no. I'd probably be devastated. If I listen, when Smook get married again, ain't nobody coming to the wedding but the family members, right? Nobody. But that reception, y'all better be there. Cause if I get married again, y'all know it. But God, come on. And I ain't saying because I had bad experience. I'm just saying I really want to be sure this time. We could talk about a lot of stuff here on the Coach Smook Network. That's what we do. He said facts and she said yes. Facts, bro. Listen, congrats, man. Once again, y'all give it up one more time for my guy Mac, man. That's huge, man. I'm all about supporting the love, man. Y'all see me about to jump, yeah. And then y'all was out here supporting this jump, talking about some, oh, Smook, match made in heaven, blah, blah, blah. Y'all lying to me, trying to be supportive. Tell me the truth next time, chat. Y'all supposed to be family. Y'all better tell me the truth. Don't be lying to me. It's old. I ain't gonna do that. Y'all supposed to be looking out for me. Y'all so I love y'all, man. 334-625-1121. I want to talk to somebody else before I get off this live, man. We talked about all the important stuff. I do want to do a Fairweather fan report. Let me see what Bear Bryant burnt. He ain't said nothing. Look, they mad. Oh my God. Listen, chat. This is what Bear Bryant thinks about y'all. Hold on. Here we go. This is funny because this is the type of energy I be talking about. Look. Hold on, here it is. Who is Sheaf? I don't know who that is. He don't have enough followers for me to reply to. What was he 5-5 on? Everybody knew who was committing. Yeah, after I talked about it for 2 weeks and then they started giving their. He said, get off Bear's dick. That you have a community that falls for the bull. How do I still chat? Have y'all ever seen me? Like, y'all want to see what it looks like when I go to Bama Online? Hold on. Let me show y'all. This is how you can tell. And this is my primary computer, chat. All right, let's go. BOL247. This is from my computer, right? How can I steal anything from BOL? That and they always put their stuff out after me. We can go and do timestamps later, but and let me move by my thing. How can I steal stuff from them? I've never had a BOL membership. The only people that I subscribed to and was supporting for a while was TDA because I personally supported and knew Justin. So them the only ones I've ever had a subscription for. So how am I going to steal information from? Look, let me log in. Remember me on this device. I don't have any logins. Like everything that I have to log into is remembered. What are y'all talking about? Why would I? And I know the guys that put out the stuff over there. I've personally met them. I don't want nothing personal. I wouldn't work with them. I wouldn't do a lot of stuff. Brett is a cool guy. I just wouldn't work with him. Brett Greenberg, Tim Watts. I just wouldn't work with them. I would collab. I would have conversation, but I wouldn't work with them. They do it their style. Dylan, you under attack? Yeah, they called you. They said. Let me see. Let's go back to it. They on your head, Dylan. Why they mad at you? Look, this is what they think about you. This is when it gets personal. This is when it gets personal. This is when you know they mad. Look, old man, I'm 35. When is 35 old, chat? Is 35 too old to find out what career path you want to be in? Because I know a 60-year-old that's working 4 jobs that's doing the same thing I'm doing and wanting to make money off of it. I see you have a blue check mark, Bear. Bryant's burner. How old are you? The fact that you have built your total image. This is the funny part. You have built your total image. Everything that people know about you in this life. You have built it off of a burner account. These 8K followers that you have, that is what you feel like your image is about. Why do you keep calling me a fake insider? I called you a fake fan. Why you keep calling me a fake insider if everything I'm reporting is being proven right? It's funny. But let's go back. I want to get to where the good comments at. Dylan, send me a link. Send me a link. I want a link, chat. I want to see the comments. All right, this guy right here, though. Who is Sheaf? Y'all want to go see who Sheaf is? Let's go make him famous real quick. Sheaf reposted Hayes Fawcett 17. Oh, this is probably what got Sheaf mad. Because I made my post about Bama getting a commit hours before Hayes Fawcett. That's crazy. Oh, man. See, why Cruz? And I know Cruz too. Why he don't get slack for reaching? Oh, here you go. Dylan, here go your comment. Coach Smook was right again. Oh, here you go. Oh, this is one of those spoof. Nobody, you know what's funny? And I used to see her comment on a lot of stuff. Oh yeah, here go this guy. He has been weeks old. He's been fooling some of you. The news he has been weeks old. No, but the thing is, you just not catching up on the news. We've been talking about this for weeks. I've been talking about these names. All right, proof and point here. All right. All we gotta do. I'm gonna go to the date when I made these graphics. This is the proof. This is what we get to do on Saturdays. This is just a live conversation. What date did Coach Smook make these graphics? Commitment compass graphics. That was June 23rd. June 23rd. And I'm gonna pull all these graphics up. These was the first set of graphics we made. And we haven't changed these, right? We haven't updated these. We've just been updating them as we've done the lives on them. So this was my priority list, right? Let's go to the priority list. I'm going to share this tab. Let's share this tab here. This is my priority list, my high value target list, right? Right now on this list, we're 4 of 6 on this list, if I'm not mistaken, if I'm looking at the right one. Yeah. We're 4 of 6 on this list, right? Let's get it back on the screen. I'm sorry, I ain't even got it on the screen. We're 4 of 6 on this list right here. Why am I looking like that on this screen? Okay, there we go. We're 4 of 6 here, right? Hey, Deshaun, it's funny, bruh, because they goofy with it, man. What comment? Where? Which comment? Where is it? It's at. Oh, it's on that one? It's on that post, that Fawcett post? Let me see. Dylan came in there. I see Dylan. Big homie there. Zach, Jordan, I see y'all. I'm trying to see where I like when they go with the folks in y'all comments, they get mad. Where your comment? Send it to my DM, J-Ro. Y'all like this kind of stuff. Y'all so petty. Cause we ain't doing that wrong. Prez is burning. Oh yeah. This guy. And it's funny because they get stuck on these accounts when they get blocked from doing stuff. They get stuck on these accounts. And it's easy to see who it is. Man, where J-Ro at? I don't see your comment, man. So many doggone comments. Where is it? Yeah, sent. I bet. Let me see. Oh, we getting the post and the links. Yeah. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Let's see. What do you say? Oh, J-Ro. Okay. Let's see. Here we go. J-Ro said, let me move myself. I like this jump, man. This is fun. Because this is what my content is about, man. That's why you have a job, right? You go somewhere and you do your work, then you come home and you do what you do at home. We at home right now. Mary J, you can remove the banner, calling banner. We're going to close the calling line. We good. We just looking at social media right now. I got it. There we go. All right. He said, cuz you just, cuz you just as dumb as this. I like the ass. ASS dumb as this MF. Bear Bryant is a casual and you are too. See, y'all hate Smook because he has all the connects you wish you did. And instead of supporting him and being in his corner, you trying to get info, you choose to hate casual. Yeah, 100%. And that's not even talking trash. That's just real. Like, yeah, Sheep, why are y'all mad? Now, I can understand if this was Tim Watts or somebody coming at me and trying to say that my information wasn't legit, I can understand that. But you're talking about a bunch of fans who want this information. And I guarantee you this Chief guy, I guarantee you. You got pictures. First of all, we're not going to talk about how much of a creep it is to have a picture of another child as your profile picture and label that as your burner page. That's weird. For everybody that supports that, that's weird. You're weirding yourself. Another child. Like you got people with, Ryan Williams profile picture as their page, and that Ryan Williams burner or this page. That's weird. That's weird. But then you come and you try to, oh, this is this dude right here. This one right here. Now, this is the funny stuff right here. This is what I like to see. Here we go. So, you're going to call me fake, right? You're going to call me fake. First of all, you're going to call me fake. But then, look at this. Look what pops up when you're... Why are you following me? If my information is fake, why are you following me? Why does every one of my analytics, every time I post something, you're tapping into my page? It's kind of weird, right? But I'm fake. I'm faking it. I said something when I popped into the live yesterday, chat. I said, somebody they accusing me of just throwing crap on the wall and hoping it sticks. Sort of, kind of. Not hoping it sticks. I'm at the point right now where the wall is walking up to me, or I'm walking in the room and the wall is saying, hey, the wall is saying, hey, Smook, here you go. Throw this at me. Here, this what goes right here. That's what the wall's doing for me. I can't speak for everybody else. The wall is like, hey, buddy. As a matter of fact, don't even throw it. Just take your time and draw this on there, right? That's what the wall is doing for me. I can't speak for everybody else. And then the wall is saying, all right. And the wall is being spent around to show everybody else, like, ta-da! And everybody like, Coach Smook, you didn't know that. And I'm literally standing right there behind the wall, right where you seen me at before. Just throwing it. And it's sticking. And y'all mad. That's crazy. Crazy work. I like making you mad, though. Especially you racist ones. I love making racist people mad. I do love making racist people mad. I will tell y'all right now. I find a weird sense of bliss in disturbing racist mindsets. Right? So if I know that my information, because if there all right, let me do this. I'm gonna try to do this live because watch this. Watch this, chat. I'm about to do something live because I'm that dude. I'm him. Not in the sense of I'm better. I don't have any reason to not do what I'm about to do. Because if I took my face off of it and said what I said, a lot of what I've been saying for the past year, it wouldn't be a problem. It wouldn't be a problem. If I was moving the way I was moving, and if it wasn't my face, a bold face like mine, oh, that's what I'm saying, J-Ro. But nah, I don't even got no problem with him.
Hello?
Hey, is this Brody Smook?
Yeah.
Do you know who this is?
Smook.
What's up, bro?
What's up, man?
Man, what you got going on, man? How's your 4th?
Shit, man. I've been dog sitting this past week.
Dog shitting. Hey, chat, hold on. I gotta let him know before, because he think, bro, I told you I was gonna call you from the show. I don't know if I told you that, but we calling you because I want your take real quick on something. All right?
Okay.
Real quick. Brody Smoot on the line, chat. I told y'all this is not a regular show. This is Saturday. This is Saturday with Smoot. Brody, all the conversations we've had about the 26 class, even dating back to the 25 class, is it crazy to see a lot of stuff we was talking about in May of last year? Give me your thoughts on what we've been talking about since May of last year and how it's happening. Just say it unfiltered. What's your thoughts on it when you slow down and think about, dang, I'm really mixed up in this?
No, man, this is you talking about recruiting wise.
Yeah, recruiting.
This is something that we've been talking about for a while in terms of last year's class, a lot of people were like, oh God, can Kalen DeBoer recruit? Even Alabama fans included, obviously the rest of the SEC, but now it's finally paying off. And this is something we were talking about. You're talking about guys behind the scenes, Courtney Morgan, Tavis Sanders, Aaron Hodges, what they're capable of doing, as well as the fact, we've been talking about it for about a year now, that this was the class.
Yep.
The 2026 class was the class. And people are starting to see that come to fruition now. You look at a lot of guys that this coaching staff has been prioritizing for over a year now.
Yeah.
Ever since they got into the fold, this has always been their class. That's something that's similar to what Coach Saban did, when he first got to Alabama. That first class was, pretty good. And then the next class was really, when he, started turning the program around. And I think that's something that DeBoer and this coaching staff sees, and something that they've obviously been able to turn into success on a recruiting trail. But, it's something that we've been talking about dating back for over a year now, ever since DeBoer got into the fold, man.
Yeah, man. And I from a
insider standpoint, and I know you've just publicly started saying, this is what I do. I'm a recruiting insider. I have no shame in it. I'm proud of you for that, bro. And the adversity that you're coming through started off, I say keep going. You know me, I'm all for it. But when it comes to this side of things, man, give your stance on the type of energy and work that goes into producing the quality and the accuracy that we're producing, man, compared to what you see across the industry.
It takes a lot of effort, especially with the way that NIL is. You got the new settlement. Being able to get all these guys consecutively, I've told multiple people, it's something that I've never seen done. So it's taken a lot of effort. This is a time period where, a lot of coaching staffs would tend to be like, all right, I'm going to go out on the lake or I'm going to go golf, pun intended. Do things that, normal coaching staffs, like Alabama's doing wouldn't do. And you look at what this coaching staff's doing, and man, they're absolutely killing it. While other coaching staffs and other teams and stuff, they're just getting ready for the season. And this coaching staff's doing both. They're managing both. And that's a tall task, especially when you're trying to turn a program around. And Coach DeBoer said, basically after we lost to Michigan, that this program was going to be turned around. You better come back ready to work.
Yeah.
And that's something that the coaching staffs, they've had a chip on their shoulder ever since we lost to Michigan. They said, we're going to get the job done. We're going to get this roster completely ready. We're going to get this recruiting class completely ready before we even start the season. So it's up to y'all to produce.
Facts.
And that's something that they've done. You got the roster intact. You got the recruiting class intact. Now that you have the recruiting class intact, you can pay all of your attention virtually. Obviously you have to continue to establish relationships with the parents and the recruits that are committed and guys that you're targeting, but you can place more of an emphasis on this team this year.
Yeah.
And that's something that go ahead.
I was saying, I was going to jump in and say, that's what I don't think a lot of this fan base is trying to factor in. And I think that's what gives me and you the edge, knowing from a different standpoint and not chasing clicks. Like, we understand the agenda and the realistic time, or I guess you could say the realistic window of growth and time that you want to see in that time, right? And to juggle what you did last year as a staff, still in the process, maintain a winning culture, 9-3 regular season, right? All of your games, you didn't lose at home. You didn't disgrace your family or your brand by losing the home field. I think the last time we lost a home game was 2022.
Yeah, it was. I believe it was Texas.
Texas at home. Yeah, that was the last. So that wasn't even last year. That's the year before last, right? 22.
Right.
So
that was under Saban. Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't see where this talk of drop off. You see what's happening in recruiting. A lot of the personal relationships I have in recruiting with these players, and I was telling everybody earlier, it's not one player that knows about me that doesn't know about Brody Smook, right? And there's not one that meets Brody Smook and doesn't know, because that's just how the network. And people get mad when these players come in and say, I said this to Chad Simmons, but they saying this to us. It's a reason for it, man. It's a reason for it. And I think the mass populace are mad that Tim Watts is not the one saying it. They're mad that it might not be Clint Lamb this time, who's somebody that I think we both respect in this industry. Clint is a personal partner of mine. Clint personally. Everybody's seen the interaction with y'all. They saw the misunderstandings, all this other crazy stuff that's happening that the fan base tries to create. But when it comes to work, nobody's doing it like some of the new names, and that's what I think is scaring a lot of the fan base. They scared to let the new faces come in and do what they do when they're getting quality information from it.
No, yeah, it's something, there's mutual respect amongst the whole industry. Obviously I respect Clint, I respect Tim Watts and all them for what they do. But at the same time, there's a lot of new faces that are coming in and making a name for themselves.
Yeah.
A lot of people. And, ultimately for me, I want to see everybody eat.
Facts.
You know, but at
Who
the same
who
time,
doesn't, Brody? Who doesn't? Like
right,
anybody,
right,
any successful person is usually successful because they're surrounded by successful people. So as an
right.
Alabama team reporter, insider, recruiting insider, podcaster, content creator, why would I not want Alabama to be represented by quality content and quality brands? I'm just at a point now. I feel like I've impacted it enough that my opinion, whether you want to listen to it or not, I have the right to say what I want to say. And if I feel like what you putting out is not going to bring a good light on Alabama, I can say that. I could say that. If I could
Right.
say your type of reporting on this recruit is inaccurate, if I have the space to do it, I'm going to do it. And if people are attracted to it, why not continue to do it? Why not be attracted to authenticity?
No, 100%. Yeah, I agree with being authentic.
Michigan fans enjoy it, man. Michigan fans enjoy their recruiting coverage. Ohio State fans love their recruiting coverage. Ole Miss has a team of recruiting coverage guys that's just solid. You know, Auburn has their spats, but that's just the culture of that surrounding that organization as a whole. Like, it seems like Alabama fan space is very emotional when it comes to opinions.
Oh, yeah.
It's very emotional when it comes to opinions, especially when the face don't match up to what of their liking. But Brody, you know, kind of fast forwarding, man. We're rounding up this class. We're at 18 commits right now. A name that you put me on, you know, we talked about it before, but I really like the fact that he finally got to Alabama camp and showed up and showed out. And that's none other than one of our personal favorites in this class commits, Zay Hall, bro.
Yeah, no, Zay's a great kid, man. And, you know, I've had several interactions with Zay. You know, he grew up an Alabama fan, finally got the opportunity. You know, it's just something that he's been waiting on for a while. And, you know, this coaching staff, you know, they liked him enough to take a commitment, despite the fact that they're recruiting guys like Nick Abrams, Anthony Davis, Braden Rouse. You know, so that should just say a lot to anybody that follows recruiting.
Right.
And, you know, it definitely did to me, in my opinion. And, you know, watching his film, this kid flows to the football exceptionally well. He's got great size. You know, in my opinion, he's probably going to play inside. He could play outside. You know, I think this kid's versatile. You know, he can play multiple positions, like I say. You know, a guy that's got to end the cycle is a 4-star. You know, I want to say, if I'm not mistaken, he was injured last year a little bit during his junior season, transferred to Hillcrest. And, you know, I expect him to have a really good year. He's one of those guys that's been overlooked even in the state, not just in the country. He's been overlooked in the state.
Yes. If you talk to Hall Tech Sports, that's one thing me and Hall Tech was talking about. Me and Trey, we was talking about how Zay Hall, how is he not a 4-star, 5-star big name recruit in the state of Alabama? You know, we talked about him, I believe, the week 3 or week 4 of his season last year. So him going to Hillcrest is going to be huge, man. We know what type of ball Hillcrest play, and that might be the one me and you need to go to. That might be the one, like, for Zay Hall, knowing what he's been going through, man, and how I think he's the AJ Sanders, the unspoken gem and highlight of the class that's really going to have the highest, you know, production career during his time at Alabama. Because I think Zay Hall is a 4-year guy. You know, I think Abdul Sanders, no matter what he does after a year of starting as a redshirt sophomore or redshirt junior, I think he's still going to stay for a 4th year. Or, I mean, a true sophomore, true junior. So, guys like Zay Hall, you know, in this class, and you mentioned another name, my guy, Nick Abrams. I'm excited because the fact that he doesn't know whether it's us or Michigan right now, that means this staff is really doing some crazy impactful recruiting. You got a 5-star at the same position committed in this class. You got 3. You got Luke Mess 4-star, Duke Johnson 5-star, Abdul Sanders 4-star. Who else in that room in front of him, in that inside linebacker room? Those 3 alone.
Reese.
QB Reese right there, 4-star. You got I mean, just so much.
Jones.
You got all these guys stacked in front of you, and you committed. You get a 5-star commit in this class, and you still considering going there. That means the staff is telling you and preaching you something and showing you something that's realistic and appeases to your growth, your professional development. And I think that's what this staff is keen on. With Courtney Morgan, they have an advantage. Clint Dix is able to, experience-wise, being there in those 4 walls, you know, in that program. You got Courtney Morgan, who played the game.
You got all of these different assets. Duval is on that staff. Mosley is on-field staff there. Former players who know what it takes to be at Alabama. Then you got the mix of Kalen DeBoer's mindset being kind of just, hey, player-led. Hold yourselves accountable and watch how far you can go. And this, bruh, recruiting class, you know how them boys talk to each other in those group messages, bruh. You know how them boys get together and they talk about getting the best class and doing all this stuff. This is a dangerous group, man.
Yep. No, this is a group, like you said, the fact that you got a 4-star linebacker, one of the top inside linebackers in the country, has really loved Michigan throughout the whole recruiting process. Always had a close relationship with Chuck Morrell, and Alabama's coaching staff. But Alabama's been able to get him, on campus 2 times within the last span of about the last 4 months. You're talking about a guy to that DMV area, that Michigan's done well with. And, for Alabama to be sitting there with a new coaching staff in year 2, after losing to Michigan, after having a multitude of younger linebackers on the roster, for Nick Abrams to be considering Alabama at this point, everything that I had heard prior to his official visit was heavy Michigan lean, and I've not heard the same since. He's been pondering the decision. He's got a decision coming up, on the 16th, but I still think that Alabama's very much in play. I don't think that Abrams has made a decision yet. I probably think he will, closer to the date, that week. But, this is a guy that I really like, very physical, a guy that Alabama really likes. If you compare him with Xavier Griffin and Zay Hall, along with the freshmen that you already have on the roster, like you mentioned, plus a guy like QB Reese, I mean, your linebacker room is set for years to come. I think that Alabama realizes that. But that's a guy that Alabama really likes. He's one of our few remaining targets. And, like you say, Alabama's class is virtually almost full. So this allows the coaching staff to turn its attention to guys like him, guys like Tank Jones, Wilson Zierer, guys that, other schools may not be able to give as much attention to. And that's certainly a positive. And I know that Abrams, for a fact, he really likes Coach Morrell, and what Alabama's building and the message that they've given him as well as his family. Very smart young man, with a great family behind him. But Abrams is a guy that he's a guy that could commit to Alabama. I would not be surprised. I don't think he's made a decision, but I guess we'll find out, here in the next week and a half.
Yeah, I think his date was the 12th. The July 12th, I believe, is his date. So we'll be looking out for Abrams. That's one of my hot gets. If we can secure him, and still, like I said, I don't know what your feels around Kamari Brooks. I know we've been talking from 2 different sides of the Brooks recruiting, but I think Alabama, that's still a realistic target with Tank Jones. Like this could be the class where it doesn't make sense to have this many linebackers committed to the natural line, but you look at what's exiting the roster over the next 2 years from the edge rusher room and from the defensive front in that inside linebacker room. Next year, we're going to see a mass exodus in the inside linebacker room with Lawson, Hill Green, and Justin Jefferson gone. So you're going to have 3 new starters or 3 new rotational guys like Kane Womack likes to use in that inside linebacker room. And then you're going to have 3 or 4 more guys behind them that are learning and developing that that might get pushed into that role. So you're thinking it wouldn't be crazy to go and get 6 or 7 linebackers who can play the edge or inside linebacker room in this class. Because if 3 of them aren't able to be immediate impact, guess what? Going into their second year, their redshirt year, or their true sophomore year, those guys that aren't necessarily rotational players, they'll be up because now you got Quay Rusar leaving. You got Yanzi Pierre probably going to be out the door. You got LT Overton. You got all of these guys that's going to be gone over the next 2 years. This class would be the class where you see the most talent and you're able to say, hey, the future is yours if you can come here and develop, and spring of your sophomore year or your redshirt freshman year, you can put yourself in position. It's an opportunity. You can do this for Alabama because this is how we want to transition. This is the last of what we have left from Saban era, guys that are are kind of transitioning and still trying to develop into what we're expecting. If they don't cut it this year, their best bet is to hit the portal because now we got our 2 classes of guys that we know we can build this future around. And they stuck with their guns, and look at the classes that we've produced to carry over the 24 class, to retain that 20, to go and get the 25 class, and now to start off with the 26 class. It's a different type of recruiting being done, Brody. But I ain't gonna hold you up, man. Give your final thoughts on everything, and then we'll be chopping it up, man. I hope I didn't disturb you on this Saturday.
No, man, it's all good. But my final thoughts. I'm very pleased with this coaching staff. Very, very pleased. They've done a tremendous job of placing an emphasis on year 2. A lot of coaching staffs, they're like, okay, well, let's do it a year at a time, and move from there. That's the school right down the road, and you see how that's panned off for them.
Yeah.
With this recruiting cycle, and Alabama placed they placed a big emphasis on the last class. 2025. You were able to get some key guys. Keelan Russell. Michael Carroll, Jackson Lloyd. The list goes on.
Latzia Brooks.
Latzia Brooks,
Yeah.
Dijon Lee. For a coaching staff to be able to do that in year 1, it was a sign to me, from a fan's perspective, that this coaching staff can get the job done. They shine flashes of potential on the recruiting trail, and they were able to bring in a lot of transfers, and guys that did not play under the Saban era that could come in and be impactful players. You look at guys like Bray Hubbard. You look at Cole
Edric
Adams,
Hill.
a guy that didn't play as much.
Edric Hill.
Edric Hill. Yep. Guys like that did not play under Saban, they were able to develop. So I definitely feel like this coaching staff has a program trending in the right direction. Especially from an on-field standpoint, but most definitely, off the field with recruiting. This coaching staff does a tremendous job of developing relationships with these recruits and their parents. Courtney Morgan, like I said, Aaron Hodges, Tavis Sanders, and the list goes on and on. They've done a great job of selling, the culture that they're trying to build. It's a player-led team. And I feel like the players are gravitating towards that.
Facts.
And, several years ago, they would pitch in recruiting occasionally, some of the players, when recruits would come on official visits. But nowadays, these players are all over these recruits and photo shoots. I mean, you see a dozen or more of them in the locker room, when they could be out riding jet skis or back home training or, all kinds of various different things. They're staying in Tuscaloosa because they're built. They are sold on the culture and what Kalen DeBoer is trying to establish, and that just says, that speaks volumes to me. And that's just my, take. That's how I view it, and I don't think that Alabama's finished yet on the recruiting trail. I know that, matter of fact. And they're going to make some more splashes here relatively soon, but I'm very pleased with what they have, and I expect mostly everybody to stick and honor their commitment. I know that from talking to somebody that's within the facility that there's more that they're going after. This is some of these guys that people see, they've heard about, of course, but there's guys that people on the outside don't even know about that they're still recruiting and evaluating. So. This coaching staff is going to continue to recruit, especially these guys. I call it the front office. The guys that cover recruiting, and off the field roles. They're still going to be evaluating guys because at the end of the day, that's their job. So it'll be interesting to see how this, these final few spots, how the class closes out, but. I'm very pleased and excited for the future at Alabama.
100%, man, 100%. So everybody, if y'all haven't, man, make sure y'all go support my bro Brody Smook, man. Brody, drop your crimson coverage, man. We want to make sure we pushing that. And for all you haters on Twitter, man, stop trying to make it seem like me and Brody beefing, man. If y'all knew, can I tell them the secret now, Brody? Since the season is getting closer to the season, and we're gonna be hella busy over the next few weeks. I'm gonna tell y'all the secret.
Yeah, man.
Listen, just so all right. I'm gonna do it the Smook way. I'm sorry, bro. I got to do it. Listen, we knew weeks ago. We knew months ago. We knew maybe 4 months ago that a lot of you all that were adding us to these group messages and all this other stuff with your real pages. We knew a lot of y'all had them burner accounts that's been trolling us too. And one day I hit my brother up. I said, Brody, post this. I'm gonna post this. Laugh at this. I'm gonna laugh at that. We did it. And literally, the accounts that we pointed out, these people that we said we were suspecting, they were the first ones to go right behind. I mean, literally, Brody, maybe 2 minutes after being posted, we was doing that, and we just kept seeing it happening. So, guys, stop being used as pawns, all right? And just appreciate the content and the coverage for what it is. Just because Tim Watts and them ain't saying it before us doesn't mean it ain't legit. Maybe they're limited. Maybe they're stuck on not being able to say stuff at a certain time, but we're not, because we don't have all that red tape. So just appreciate it, both sides of it. Maybe they might get an actual sit down, set a time conversation with them, but we working to where these guys are making time for us so that we can bring out this information. So wherever value, whatever you see has more value to you and your liking, let it be that. But don't be a hater calling us fake. Don't be talking about, like, I don't have to resource Bama Online. I resource Brody Smook. When it comes to I need a list for something, I go to Brody. I don't have to pay for that. I just call him. Brody, give me an updated list. I got this, and the third. Who you got? Hey, Brody, who we talking to next? Who you think? Because I'm about to go see if what's the name really a Bama target. And I'll go ask, we go and ask players, hey, is Bama looking at you? Okay, bet. And that's literally what we do. That's the secret sauce. If you don't have a profile picture, they probably not gonna respond to you. If you don't have like a face to go with your profile, but also if they go to your page and your replies on Twitter, I'm dropping sauce, Brody. I ain't even meant to do this. See, God be looking out for these folks. When they go to your page and they look at your replies on Twitter and you got a whole bunch of, Trump 2024 stuff and I ain't knocking it. I'm telling you what they telling me. And they see you going at Coach Smook or going at this person and hating, and you got a whole bunch of burner accounts following you and liking your content, it's easy to tell who's trying to incite this craziness, right? And so when y'all go and retweet them and post them, they don't mind with your 8K followers that you retweet them. They gonna like it, make you feel good because it's free publicity for them. Better know they not gonna rock with you for real. They not. And so while you getting the Twitter acknowledgement, me and Brody on the sidelines Saturdays, chilling, having to rush off the sideline before the game in so we could do the post game show for y'all type stuff, because we stayed authentic and we did it the right way. So shout out to my brother Brody, man. We got his stuff in the chat, but go ahead and shout it out, Brody.
Y'all can find me on X, and my personal is Brody Smoot. Then obviously just launched my new business, covering everything recruiting from football, basketball to even baseball, as well as the team aspect of things. But getting started on X, I also have Facebook, Crimson Coverage, as well as Instagram, Crimson_coverage. YouTube stuff is coming here very soon. I can honestly say that. And, I appreciate, the support from you as well as everybody else in the chat and everybody in general, as I try to continue to build my brand and keep everybody updated with everything Alabama sports.
100%. 100%,
Yep.
man. Chat. So y'all make sure y'all support my little bro. I just got a message, bro. I'm gonna send it to you. Zakai Helton, Zakai Helton.
Yep.
Him and Brooks. Brooks, Zakai Helton. All right, makes sense. And offensive line guys, defensive line guys, defensive front guys. Freddie Roach making moves, and we got to kill the Freddie Roach narratives too, chat. We do. He's definitely bringing in the guys. Now he's in a system where his style of development is going to be able to be highlighted. I think we're in a good spot. But, Brody, I'm going to let you off, man. You have a blessed day, bro, and I'll check in with you a little bit later, man.
All right, you too, brother, and roll tide.
Roll tide, man. That's my brother, man. Y'all better give it up for my brother in the chat. W's Brody in the chat. See, I had to call him live because people thought, like, why would people think me and Brody beefing? Like of all people, do y'all know? Like, I don't think y'all know. I'll fight for Brody. Like, really physically put hands on somebody for my little brother. For real. It's a few in the industry I do for that. I do that for. I'm Peter. I don't mind cutting the ear off every now and then. That's just what I do. Who else y'all want to call, chat? Oh, y'all done? Y'all ready to go handle the rest of y'all Saturday? Y'all ready to go have some fun? Y'all ready to go have some fun on y'all Saturday, man? Appreciate y'all for pulling up. We got 40 in the chat on YouTube. That's crazy. 40 on a random live where we ain't got no topics in there. We just talking. We just vibing. That's a vibe right there. 36 likes on the stream. 41 in the chat. Hey, run them likes up, man. Let's go ahead and get to 40. We need 4 more likes to get to that 40 mark. Run the likes up. Anything else, man? Anything else y'all want to do? What did I say? I was going to do a Fairweather fan report, but we're going to set it up. We're going to set it up. Y'all want to see a video? Y'all want to see a cool video? A funny video? Or did I show that? I showed y'all that already? Call somebody else? Who you want me to call this? J-Ro. Hey, Mary J, you think we should open the phone line back up? Hell, we here. We here. I think my sweetheart is asleep. She taking a nap. I ain't got nothing else to do but content. Got 39 likes on the street. Somebody said Fairweather fan. Oh, there go my boy. What's up, Chief? Yo, give it up for the Fairweather fan of the channel, man. This is my dog, man. Shout out to my boy Chief, man. Hey, Chief, where you been? Chief, what's good, my boy? This my Fairweather fan, chat. This my Fairweather fan. He's solid. He holds it down. He know who he is. Call Bears Burner. Can I call him on? I can't. I purposely don't have a check mark for the next 2 months because we're not giving out any more free sauce on Twitter. I wrote Twitter and tried to figure out how I could get monetized on there. And I don't see the benefits of having a blue check if I'm just able to live stream using it. I don't care. I don't care about burner accounts trying to fake and be me. I'm not paying to stream on Twitter, right? If I'm not going to be able to monetize it, it makes no sense. It could help with word of mouth. I probably do. I probably won't even. I don't care. I'm scaling the brand this year. I'm scaling the brand. What's up, Quake? Good to see you, my guy. My boy Chief, man. Hey, I wish I could call Bears Burner. Hey, somebody go. Hey, everybody, right now, if you on Twitter, let's go do it. Let's go get Bears Burner on the line. Let's go get Bears Burner on the line. Heck yeah. Hey, and they don't woke my boy J-Ro up. See, that's the thing. Like, they don't understand. Me and J-Ro, we tight because we didn't like each other at first. Like, we was for real in the space, just like I went in and did with Cody. I went in and confronted. All right. Hey, we get text messages. So what we talking about, Chief? I'm just cutting grass, listening, and talk your talk smooth. Hey, Chief, it's all love, man. Me and you, we have our back and forth during the season. You help this content. Believe it or not, you really help the content. You accepting your Fairweather fandom and everybody that does it. Because at the end of the day, I cannot watch the game with you, but I guarantee you, man, we can I'm a cool person. Nobody has ever hung out with Smook and said, man, I ain't have fun. You know that? Even the bums last year. Dang, stop calling them folks bums, Smook. Even the people from last year that was at the tailgate party and now they're not with us. I told them, I was like, man, it's funny how they had all this hype about how much fun they had, but as soon as they leave, they jump ship. This, that, and the third, this, that, and the third. Y'all want to say none of that. Y'all want to say none of that. Let me see who else I can call. Let's see. Who else y'all want me to call? Y'all want a petty call? Supporters from the past. I like that. Thanks, Chief. I appreciate that, man. He don't take it personal. Who else can I call? Y'all want to let's see if we can call. It might not go through because He already got me blocked out there. I'm gonna do it. 56 days until we kick off. Hey, Jordan, I'm about to call the number, right? And I know for a fact they're not gonna answer, but I'm gonna try it.
Hi, you've reached my voicemail. Sorry, I am unable to take your call at this time. Please be so kind to leave a message. I will get back with you at my earliest future. Have a great day.
Hey, Wendell, it's your boy calling you live. Just trying to keep it a buck with you. Want to discuss my 401k. Hit me back. God bless you. All right. I'm stopping. Y'all not gonna do this to me today. I'm stopping. I'm gonna stop this live. Mary J, I'm stopping. Because I'm seeing some numbers on the call in now that I can really call. Y'all want it? I got a number I can call, chat. Y'all really want to laugh? I got a number I can call. Here we go. What is this?
Yo, Rashawn, what's up, man? You in the game? Talk to me, my boy. Hey, man, chilling, man. Feeling good this morning. Look, got the wife. Got a lot of problems that we got on both sides of the ball. I've seen some positives though, closing that game out. Up until that fumble, I really feel like the team had figured it out. I finally got an idea of what it took to go and win that game. One mistake.
I was trying to figure out who that was. Who is this? Let me see.
Hey, Smook, it's Cindy. Tried to give you a call. You're cracking me up, man.
That's Cindy, chat. Let's see. We back in the let's see. Who can we call? I see a few numbers. Let's see. I'm gonna call this one. Let's see who this is. Let's call this one, chat. It's fun. I ain't know. Open them back up. The line's open 334-625-1121. I'm just making a call right now. Let's see who we get. I just want to see, chat. Like, we turned it into the prank call segment. Let's do it. I know who number that is. Goodbye. What? All right, let's call this number here.
Please leave your message for 512.
Chat, if this one goes through, y'all are going to laugh at this. Oh, my God. Chat, if this goes through. Oh. Chat. I'm going to leave a message.
Please leave your message for 512563924.
Hey, buddy, just calling to check and see if you've reestablished your relationship with your Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, and if you're going to stay a strong Alabama fan this football season. If you need help with that, you can definitely call into the Caoch Smook Morning Show. You know the number. You used to call in a lot, and I think I can help you. I think I can get you there. God bless you, and have a blessed one. God bless you. Roll Tide. We all want to chat. What up, James? James in the chat, man. Open the phone lines 334-625. Oh, I'm bad. I'm cutting up bad. It's Saturday. This is my time. This is my time. I'm ready. I'm partying right now. For real. Deb, I'm acting up. This is what we used to do though. Before we got on the show, this is what we used to do, man. I didn't care about having a time, a script, and none of that. We used to just create content. Call SB mom and be like, your son just got an offer. Call who, mama? Who? Send it to me. I'll do it. Call who, mama? Do you think we got Tank Jones, coach? I'm gonna tell you like this. Tank is one of those prospects right now, and me and Brody was just talking about this. If we get Tank, it's because he sees the future. If we don't get Tank, it's because he's looking at immediate right now, like what's in front of him. Do I think we get him? This staff has done a great job in getting other big names. My personal preference, I think we need to add more depth for the edge and the bandit room. Tank Jones is one of those guys. So I think there's a priority there. My opinion. I think there's a priority there, and I think we get him. C-Rob, Kane Womack, Roach, Morrell, they have a way of kind of talking to these linebackers, these edge rushers in recruiting. So I think we're in a good spot with them. If I had to put it on a scoop level, I said 8.7 out of 10, 8.7, 8.8, something like that, closer to a 9, right? Not quite a 9, but I do think teams like A&M who have space for him and the NIL can really catch his eye and keep his attention. Oregon is another schematic fit. Dan Lanning has taken edge rushers, and we've seen edge rushers go into that scheme that he's kind of adjusted from what he did on the Coach Smart. I think edge rushers are thriving in that. 334-625 in it. Be like your son. Who is that? Who is that? Oh, Quay. Hey, all right, bet. I see what you're trying to do. Let's do it. Hey, so send me an email. Mary J, get the banner up. If you guys want me to prank call somebody, it got to be somebody you know that don't watch my show necessarily, right? Right? It got to be somebody you know. And why is this John acting like this now? Got to be somebody you know. And send me the information via email. Don't put it in chat, Quay. Send it in the via email. We're going to take a quick segue break. Mary J, I can't believe this just popped off like this, but we're going to do it. We're going to go as long as we can with it because more people are going to call in and do it. As a matter of fact, I'm about to change the title of the show. Oh, man. Can I? Ball pranks. That's what we're gonna call it. Do it. Ball pranks, baby. Let's go, man. Give me the information. Send it to me. I don't want to set it for later. We ain't gotta edit it. What's the email? CoachSmook@gmail.com. CoachSmook@gmail.com. Go ahead and send it. I need phone number, name, and situation. Phone number, name, and situation. You ain't got to write out no whole essay either. Just phone number, name, and situation. Let me get some of these cookies over here. I got some cookies from Public Chat. Did Bay lead this for me? Hold on. Is this chocolate? Ew, I don't like that. Ew, I don't like that. Yeah, that's nasty. Did I get back? I'm back in there. All right, we back. Oh, it's a vibe. It's a vibe, man. Hey, TikTok. I'm gonna come back to that chat in a second. I put my email on this side. TikTok, y'all over there, y'all trying to prank call somebody? Nay, what's good? Y'all trying to prank call somebody? Grand Rising, baby. Day, what's good? Hey, and we can keep it football related too, man. You got an Auburn fan? I want. That's where we want to keep it. We want to keep it somewhere around the wheelhouse of being a football fan. It's gonna be good. Now, time out. I'm looking at the names, right? He said, call somebody mama. Okay, here we go. Here we go. We got the first one, chat. Got the first one. Got the email. We about to load it up, chat. Y'all excited? Here we go. Oh, this is crazy. Okay. All right, chat. Here we go. Hey, Mary J, you pay attention to the comments? We got some good comments popping up. Scroll up through the screen. All right, I see it, Quay. Go back up. I see Sully say he's no longer bored today. That's the point. That's the objective today. Make sure your Saturday is full of fun and love. All right, so check this out. This is the situation. This is the setup. And I don't need to prep. This off top of the head right here. All right, so we have a caller. Somebody submitted it. They say her name is Gwen. My name is Marquavius Grimes. Your son just got an offer from Alabama. So this is not me pranking a player. This is me pranking a parent. All right, I'm pranking a parent, telling her that her son got an offer from Alabama. Now, Marquavius, don't let her know that we live. All right, this is the point of it. All right. All right, here we go. Putting the number in right now. What's the number? I had it. I should have just copied and pasted. Here we go, chat. Here we go. Hey, Quay, if you near her, just text me be like, hey, mom, I've been getting some buzz around my name, so just if I be on the lookout. Quay text and be like, hey, mom, I've been getting some buzz on my name. Be on the lookout. Be on the lookout. Be on the lookout. Hey, let's give it a few minutes and then we're going to call. What's up, Bama, man? Good to see you, my guy. Let's give it a few minutes and then we're going to call. So he can text her and be like, hey, mom, I feel like I've been getting some buzz. Be on the lookout for a phone call. Bama might be calling. Jason, what's up, man? What's good? Hey, y'all, these cookies from Publix, though, these moms busting. You know what I'm saying? On my mama. On my mama, chat. Big homie. We got a prank phone call we about to do. Quay, you was able to text him? Let me know when you text him. Come on, busting. Who want cookie? What's Alabama's record this year, chat? Whoever get it right, I got a cookie waiting for you at the end of the season. This one right here. January. I'm gonna send it to you then. It's gonna be good still. Trust me. Let me stop. All right. I don't know if he in the chat or not, but I'm gonna go ahead and make the call. Y'all ready? You ready to do it? As a matter of fact, let's go to a different scene. Where do I want to go? Where should we go, Mary J? Night studio? Should we go to the office? Let's go to the office. Let's go to the office. Yeah, let's do the office. Here we go.
You talking about Jalen Milroe and the Pips?
The perfect weak side linebacker, right? Put him next to the mic.
Not going to take up a lot of time, but I want to say that I'm excited about what.
Hey, forgive me, my brother. What's on your mind?
Oh, I'm good. I'm just still sorry for all the other content creators now that we have this mega star back in our presence.
All right, check this out. Y'all ready? We about to do it right now. First ever live prank phone call. Let's hope we get answers, man. Let's hope we get an answer.
Further options.
Hello, Miss Gwen. This is Coach Smook here on staff with the University of Alabama. Please give me a call back. I wanted to give you some news. Definitely want to talk to you about your son, Marquavius Grimes. Give me a call back, 334-625-1121. Again, that's 334-625-1121. Hope to hear from you soon, and roll tide. Did it sound real? Did it sound real, chat? Did I sound real? I shouldn't have put the dad voice on, huh? I should just talk regular, or was I good? Tell me. Reviews. We're doing live reviews right now. Before I call back, Quay, tell your mama to answer that ain't on phone. It's about to be epic. Oh, she finna call me back? No way. She finna call back. No way she finna call back. If she call back, ain't no way she finna call back. No way she finna call back. I'm about to call again. Oh, she calling back.
Call from.
Hello?
Hello, hi. I received, this is my mother. I just received a voicemail from you.
Oh, is this Miss Gwen?
Yes, it is.
How are you doing, ma'am?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing great. How's your day going today?
So far, so good.
That's awesome. I'm glad to
How
hear
about
that.
you?
I'm doing good. Working as usual. This recruiting stuff, it never stops. Oh, let me introduce myself. My name is Coach Smook. I'm here, support staff here at the University of Alabama. I just was reaching out to you all. Do you have a minute to talk? Maybe like 2 or 3 minutes to talk?
I do.
Okay. Well, as you know, your son is a prospect, and he's one of the guys that we're looking at here late in our recruiting cycle. Looking at his skill set, the young man just possesses everything that we would love to add to our roster. And I know he hasn't had a lot of buzz around his name, and that's something that we are very high on right now. We love to go and get the guys that or look at the guys that probably aren't getting the looks, and we're trying to figure out what's his offers. You know what his offers are looking like right now?
I know he had claim stay, what it was, but it's something, I forgot the name of the other one. So I think he had like 2 or 3 offers, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh,
and right
that's
now
it?
he's with yeah, that's it. And with claim state, they didn't want to take him because his grade point average wasn't a 3.2. He was like a 2.9.
Oh, we
And
got to
we
get
had to
him on
take
them
the
books. We got to
AP.
get him right on them books. Okay.
Exactly.
Yeah, I'm gonna get on his head
Exactly.
because I spoke with him, very briefly. I spoke with him very, very briefly, and just kind of told him that we might be looking his way. But I'm here to tell you, and I don't care what the other schools say. I spoke with Troy and I spoke with South Alabama, and they were kind of dogging your son. And I deal with this in a different way. I'm one of the ones you probably won't ever see my face on the front lines when it comes to recruiting. I get to connect with you on this level. And some of the things that they were saying about your son, I wanted to make sure I call you because he's a little thug and all of this crazy stuff. And it's crazy. Yeah, that's
No, let me tell you something. I'm one of those firm parents that I don't raise those. You're gonna go to school and you're gonna do what you want to do and get your education. Matter of fact, I work at a school as well.
Oh, so you're familiar. You're familiar with all of the
school. So my son has never been in any trouble.
Yeah, and it's crazy
that not an outside kid. I hate the people that would say he's a thug. And I am with me and my husband. Of course, I'm married. We don't raise that. You're gonna go to school. He really don't go outside. He really
and that's the crazy thing, Miss Gwen. I don't mean to cut you off, but it's like they try to throw this narrative as if it's the parents' fault. And I'm not gonna lie. I saw some things and I was like, well, maybe Mama do run her mouth too much, but I can see Mama supporting her baby. But nah, we were just kind of looking at them. We have some prospects in this class that we're kind of with NIL and things happening, different values and monies being thrown around, and we have another prospect that's in the same position as him, and we're going to get him a $200K, but we're gonna hook Quay up if he accepts the offer. We can project his NIL value at $400 a week. Which will put him at, not much of anything. We're not going to give him a scholarship or anything, but just give him
he has to prove himself.
Yeah. In your opinion, if I was to offer Quay today, do you think he would commit today?
He probably would. I could say he would.
With Alabama, are you around him? Please don't tell me you're around him.
No, I'm not. I'm at the school right now.
Okay.
So no, I'm not.
So yeah, I'm sorry. My phone was breaking up. We walking around. I'm about to walk into a session now to look at some more kids film. But you said so you're saying you think he would commit to Bama today?
I surely do.
Now, what would it take to convince Mommy to commit? Because I just do different things from a different perspective. It's a new game, it's a new business around the recruiting. Sometimes I got to send a stripper or two. Sometimes I got to, maybe that's what I got to do. But I'm just playing. I'm like, you have to throw a bottle of Hennessy in that mug. I don't know how we get down. But you know what I'm saying? What is it going to take to get Mom to commit to the Crimson Tide?
It won't take me nothing because it's like I let my son pick and what he want to do because it's his future. So whatever he want to do, because I'm not gonna lie to you, we actually Georgia Bulldog fans, and
hey, hell no, I'm about to hang up on you now. I'm about to hang up on you. But I want to tell you, and I'm glad. I will tell you this. I'm gonna keep it real too. I'm gonna keep it real, Miss Gwen. I'm gonna keep it real, and I'm gonna tell you something. And I don't want you to go crazy. I don't want you to do nothing.
Right.
And I know this might not be funny initially, but this is going to be funny, and it's crazy how God works in mysterious ways, right? But
correct.
My name is Coach Smook Hines, and I'm a content creator on YouTube. And your son Quay Grimes told me to prank call you and let you know that he got an offer from the University of Alabama. So don't be mad at me. Do not be mad at me. Your son got you live on the internet right now. And I didn't want you to act up because I said I pushed the envelope. I said something about a baby. I had to really, but you're live on the Coach Smook Network. You just been pranked by your son Quay Grimes, Mama. How you feel to be in the game right now?
I'm mad as hell because I don't like this.
Quay, what you gotta say to your son right now? What you gotta say to him? He listening right now.
I'm gonna kick his ass when I say you want to play. Why is y'all up playing early today? What is going on?
I don't know, Miss Gwen, but I need you to just do one thing. Just say, put me in the game, Coach Smook.
Put me in the game, Coach Smook.
Appreciate you for being such a great sport. And if you don't mind, please pull up on the YouTube channel. We live right now. Everybody's showing you love in the chat. You holding it down for your son. And real talk, I know that was a prank, but I would not put it past Quay and what he's doing. I've been following the youngin for a few months now, and I love what he's doing, man. Just keep him consistent, like you said. He know I told him about them grades too. Get on top of them grades. The net handles half the battle for you, and he's gonna be great. You keep pushing him. You and your husband, y'all keep doing what y'all doing. Y'all got a great son out there.
Thank you. No problem.
Yes, man. You have a good one. All right.
You too.
Roll Tide, bump them Bulldogs too. You need to. We're gonna send you something for that. All right, now you have a good one, man. She had fun, man. Listen, that's lit right there, chat. Quay, you got it, man. Shout out to Quay and his mom, Miss Gwen, man. That was fun. That was fun, man. I ain't gonna lie. Your boy over here sweating. I was nervous in the mud, man. I was nervous, man. I was nervous, chat. Y'all see me sweating? It ain't cause it's hot in here. I was nervous. The fan on. I was nervous. I thought Miss Gwen was gonna cuss me out when I said, yeah, they said they call your son a thug. Quay, you got your mama good, man. You got your mama good. I ain't gonna lie. That was a good one, chat. That was a good one. Oh yeah, that's gotta be a vibe. We gotta get that posted ASAP. Oh man. That was awesome. That was awesome. Now y'all know future references. Not every parent gonna react like that because I gotta push the envelope, man. We gotta push the envelope. We gonna push the envelope. TikTok over there laughing too. TikTok, appreciate y'all. I think that's good. I don't think we try to test the waters on anymore. I think that was a good one and done for today. This is exactly, chat. This is authenticity. Hey, that one was solid. I love the interaction. 100%, man. That's a vibe. Facts. He said, now this is authenticity. Yeah, man. Look, Quay. Appreciate Quay. Shout out to Quay. W's Quay in the chat, man. That was a good first live prank phone call there. And it, soared. I could have carried for it. I could have went on for about 15 minutes, chat. That's how funny. That's how crazy my mind goes. So it was a fallout for the listen, that's gonna be a good edit. So I think that's a good way to end the show. I don't know about y'all, but that one did it for me. I think I can go through my day feeling like I did something great for somebody. And Mama really gonna be on his head now. Mama Gwen, if you watch this, I hope you really on his head because I want Quay to be great, man. Quay, you know how I feel about you, youngin. You know how I feel about you, man. Keep doing what you're doing. Keep pushing. Yeah, man. But yeah, that was fun. One more like to hit 50. For real? That's what we doing on TikTok. I mean, on YouTube. Excuse me, chat. One more like, chat. One more like. Let's hit the 50 mark. Let's hit the 50 likes. Appreciate y'all, man. Pull it back up, Mary J. Pull it back up right now, Mary J. This comment right here. We shall see. There's a reason why I held on to it for so long. There's a reason. Too many people were coming around. Too many people started resourcing and so I had to watch to make sure I wasn't tripping. Wendell, my humble opinion, even ones that they brought into the fold and now that they're influenced, they've all tried to mimic the style. So I had to take 2 months and really pay attention. And if y'all go watch the last 2 months worth of content from some of those channels I just made, go look at how similar and eerily mold-wise the message that's being projected. Why does it sound so much like the guy that stepped out to do it first and brought them on? That's where my gripe is with it.
But if it was done out of respect, I wouldn't be griping. So I had to hold on to this one. We're going to see who try to run with it. Because we was like, I told y'all, I had no agenda but to do what I had to do. And that's what I had to do, man. We got one. God said, wait for your opportunity. That was the opportunity. Gwen, Miss Gwen, thank you. Quay, thank you. So now that y'all know how I go, be ready to tap in and do it some more. Now, what he said. Now, if y'all call my stepdad. Nah. See, I won't even try, Pops, because mama go tell him already. So you pick the right one. You pick the right one. I do. Hey, you know what? We need more of those. And the fact that Quay felt comfortable enough to do that on this channel, awareness is everything. Like that situation, if you're not a content creator, you can allow that situation to make a whole nother situation. You get what I'm saying? And I know Quay don't mind me talking about this. That was one of the first things he told me. Oh, she told you? Oh, we gonna get him on Monday morning. We gotta get him on. We gotta get him on a fresh show. So let's do it. Let's get him on a fresh show. Yeah, line it up, Quay. Go ahead and send the email. Tell mama to send the email. She really know. Especially with y'all being Georgia fans. Oh yeah. Oh, you say you a rip, man. Hey, you already know, J-Ro. We already talked, man. Yup, we already talked. They said, hey, I got plenty of snipers out here. You look, they might know you rocking with me, but they don't know where you're spotting up at. That's the messed up part about it. You got them guessing. William Dansby is tapping in. What's good, Will? We just about to close out, man. You missed a 3.5 hour show. You missed a 3-hour show. Will, you been working though. I know a lot of y'all working on this early Saturday. Y'all was off yesterday. Now y'all gotta go in and work. Look at y'all. I'm happy for y'all though. At least y'all got the 9 to 5s and a guaranteed paycheck. Save them brain cells. Save some of that energy. Let me do the creative stuff for you so you can enjoy your life, right? And continue to support by liking, sharing, subscribing, gifting, direct donos. Listen, I had Mary J. We got to update the banner. I got to make sure I do this before we get out of here today. Shout out to Dylan Durham. He came in with the $5 direct dono the last show, I believe. That was Thursday. Came through with the $5 direct dono. Then we had who we had? Ernest came through. Ernest Sparks came through with the $5 direct dono. Appreciate Ernest for that. W Ernest. And then who else? We had Miss Thomas, Olandra Thomas, Denise Thomas. That's Isaiah's mom. Came through with the $30 direct dono to the Caoch Smook Network. Y'all know it's on the red phone, so it's real. And then who else, man? Who else? Quay want to get his dad back. Oh, that's gonna be a good one. Hey, and then I got a few days to prep for it, so it's about to be fun. Hey, got a real job, Mary J. I gotta let these folks get these. Jordan, y'all bad. I gotta let these folks with these real jobs do their thing, man. I appreciate it. I see it, Quay. Sully celebrating 7 months as a member on this page. I know he been a member for more than a year. Appreciate you, Sully, for showing love, man. Hey, don't forget direct donos. We got Dylan Durham, Ernest Sparks, and Denise Thomas. Deniece. Denise Thomas. That's my big sister down at Russell County High School, man. Hey, get them right now. Oh, you want me to get them right now? Bet. I'm gonna get them right now, y'all. We're gonna do one more. We're gonna close out. He said, do it right now. Bet. All right, hey, I'm gonna be on this one. I'm gonna be on this one. Like I'm gonna dog you this time, Quay. I'm gonna talk so much. Hello. Dang. Need some water. Need different water. Hello there, sir. How you doing? Yes, sir. Uh-oh.
Female voice, male voice.
Hello? Yes. Is this Hey, can y'all hear my voice change? Can y'all hear my voice change? It sound like a different voice? Tell me, chat. I forgot I had this. Chat, what's up? Say, put me in the game, Coach Smook. Put me in the game. Too deep, no diddy. Too deep. Too deep. Too deep. No, I act like I got an offer for Big M because he. Oh!
Nah, let's see. I can't do that. I can't do that. Can I do this one? Can I do this one? It's too much. It's too much. Too much voice. Which one y'all want?
Y'all want regular voice, or y'all want
Male voice.
y'all want?
Y'all want my voice or this voice? One or two? This is two. The other one is one. Talk to me in the chat. We need immediate reactions and responses right now in the chat. T-Bug, Smoke Dog, what's good, everybody over there on TikTok, man? Y'all going crazy, man. All right, Kick, what's up? What's up? We got Kick over here. We still got viewers in Kick, too. Let's go. Regular voice, let's go regular.
Let's go regular. Let's go regular. Let's go regular. Country voice? I can't do my country voice right now, man. I gotta get a few butt lots in me. Gotta get a few butt lots in me. All right, so we got a Bama offer. We got a Bama offer again. We're going Quay, Bama offer. We're going to send it. Coach Smook Hines. And we can get haters to go and start reporting me. He acting like he Bama. Listen, we know what we doing. This ain't gonna get us in on. It's all done in fun, y'all. Especially when it's the player. I would never do this to like a random person and say that their son is getting the offer. The only reason I'm doing this because Quay has permitted that I use this situation. If it was anybody, if it was anything else, I'd just be talking about, Georgia and this and Georgia fans that. All right, y'all ready? Let's see if we can get it. All right, let's get him. Let's get him. Let me turn the music down. Turn the music down. Somebody say it real quick. Say, put me in the game, coach. Hello?
Hello.
Yes, is this Mr. William, the guardian of Marquavius Grimes?
Yes.
Yes, how you doing, sir? My name is Coach Smook Hines. I'm on the staff up here at Alabama, University of Alabama. Part of the football recruiting staff. How you doing today? I'm sorry, I'm kind of mixed up in talking to a lot of recruits this morning. Just making sure I got everything in front of me like it's supposed to be lined up. How you doing today, sir?
I'm all right.
All right.
Who is this again?
Coach Smook Hines, over one of the assistants over here on the recruiting staff at the University of Alabama.
Okay.
Yes, sir. How you doing today?
I'm all right.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Do you have a few minutes to speak? I wanted to speak with you about your son. I'm guessing this is your son.
Yeah, I'm finna let me turn this AC down. Is it any way I can click your mom in?
No, it's fine. It'll only take a few minutes. I'll speak with you.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Just a few minutes. So as I said, I'm part of the recruiting staff, and I've been evaluating some of the state prospects that we have, and he's been on my board for a while. I've just had the opportunity to get it across the staff, and I think that we're going to make a push. I think we're going to make a serious push. Just want to kind of get a little background and get your thoughts on, get a feel on where he's at. I've spoke with him very little. Just want to talk to some people around him. Is some things that we want to discuss before we kind of pull the trigger. You mind giving me some insight on a few of these things?
Okay.
All right. So as always, we just look at the personality of a player. How would you describe Marquavius? Unbiased, without being a father in the picture. Just how would you describe him as a young man? Would you offer him to come and play for your school?
Honestly, with his attitude and the way he act, yeah, because he's not indiscreet. He's trying to do something with himself.
Okay. I like that.
He got a lot of untouched potential that need to be tapped into.
Mm-hmm.
But other than that, he's not wild. He's all around a good kid. He did better than what a lot of folks thought he'll do.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, because
He was
a lot of the narrative
one.
around him, and I don't mean to cut you off, a lot of the narrative around him, was that he was a thug, and with that they always try to come in and be like on some the father's not in the house, and that was one of the first things I wanted to ask. How involved are you as it's
It's hard for you. It's hard for you to be a thug in my house unless you're thugging books.
Oh, okay, yeah, I like that
I
thought.
mean, you can see a grade point average and all that. He ain't the best student, but he ain't the worst. He in the middle of the pack.
Okay. Well, that kind of checks everything I want to hear when it comes to that. I don't think we have an issue with this character. I've always kind of evaluated from myself. But we're talking, in recruiting, and if we were to pull the trigger and offer him today, we have other prospects at this position kind of be engaged. And, in this day and age, the business of it all, it's a lot of, money changing hands in this third. And we want to make sure we take care of them. So we have another prospect that we're projecting here that's going to be like, we're talking about around the 40K range, 40, 60K. And we're giving him the same type of evaluation, but with just the evaluation and where they're seeing them, I don't think they're going to really hook them up NIL wise. And we're talking maybe like a $400 deal, and how does that, would that even be something that you all entertain, and it doesn't sound like much, but that could probably get them groceries for maybe a week during the semester.
Everything better than that. $25. Finding $25 on the ground better than not having $25. So hey.
So, and I try to tell parents that a lot of times, and where are you originally from, if you don't mind me asking? Atlanta.
Mm-hmm.
Are you wouldn't be a Georgia fan, would you?
We ain't even talking about that right now. We talking about Mark Quavers right now. I just bypassed all my Georgia and Alabama boys.
Hey, I
just
wanted.
You know I'm a board out.
I'm asking because I know if we jump on the radar and offer him, I know that sorry crap of a university is going to try to come over there and they're going to try to buy him.
That is so disrespectful.
I'm just telling the truth, sir. I take my job serious and I'm very passionate about what I do. So if you don't like what I got to say, then about your trash school, then that's one thing. But I still
look up, let me keep it real with you. I don't care. I love the school, but I care about my son's education. So I wouldn't care if he go to Alabama or goddamn Hawaii.
See now, you
you get what I'm saying. You get what I'm saying.
Oh, you had me for a second. I thought you was turning down Bama for Hawaii.
As long as he going somewhere to evolve. My only two colleges I send him to is the only thing I send him to is SEC if I got a choice.
Oh, okay.
So
I feel you on that. But like I said, if Georgia jumps in this picture, I just need to know that my 400 and the offer is good enough to keep Georgia out of the ranks, because that's that. I don't. Can I be honest without And I know you're gonna give your review. I don't fuck with them. You know what I'm saying? I just don't fuck with Georgia.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, I just don't.
Yeah, to each his own. To each his own.
I mean, the culture is horrible. How do you support them?
What you mean? Do you see how good they are? Do you see what's going on over there?
Do you see what happened when they come to T-Town?
Oh, y'all pay for that little game. It's all good. We'll see what's going on.
All right, see, now your son ain't getting shit from us. Now he ain't getting shit because you talking about we paying we trying to pay his little ass to come here, and you talking about we paying for games.
He can go there and I'm still chill for both of them.
I can't even finish it. Mr. Williams, we supposed to be prank calling you. You not falling for it, man. I'm Coach Smook Hines on the Coach Smook Network on YouTube, man. You messing up my prank phone call, man. You messing up my prank phone call.
I'm retarded. So it's hard to prank me.
Listen, chat, give it up for him. We couldn't even prank him, man. He gonna play along with me. This is worse than the other one. This one better than the other one. We ain't even get to prank him, chat. Hey, Mr. Will, my name is Smook Hines, man. I'm over here on the Coach Smook Network on YouTube. If you pull up live, man, we give you some shout out. Your son was trying to get us to prank you and tell you that he got an Alabama offer, but you wasn't going for it, man. I couldn't find a way in. You about as
You
ignorant as
supposed to
me.
tell you something about Alabama. I was really finna hang up, cause I don't think I like about Alabama. He gone. That Kirby Smart.
Listen, I couldn't even prank you because you just as ignorant as me. So the way you was responding when I said get your little ass son a little check, you didn't go off. I said, hold up, that's supposed to be the one. That's supposed. Hold up, don't be talking about my son. He just as ignorant as me. He gonna go
It
as
was
far
something
as you
wrong
go.
when you said $400. They gonna give you a $400 NIL deal. They gonna give you a Coke and a Sprite. Coke and a Smile, though, man.
Mr. Will, I appreciate you for being a good sport, man. If you could do one
So
thing
what
before
you say to YouTube is?
it's Coach Smook, man, on YouTube. Coach SMOOK, man. That's how you find me on YouTube, my guy.
Okay, I'm going on there now.
Yes, sir. Go check in with me, man. And before you get off the line, can you do one thing for me, man? Can you say, put me in the game, Coach Smook?
Put me in the game, Coach Smook.
Yes, sir. Hey, man, I appreciate you, man. We'll be in touch, family. Roll Tide.
Nah, roll high.
Take care, man. All right, y'all, man. That was solid, man. I like that type of interactions, man. 2 good calls. Hey, Quay, you got a fire family. I ain't gonna lie. Both your parents lit. My dad probably wouldn't even eat. Listen, my dad is a no-nonsense type guy. So, first sign of idiocracy, he hanging the phone up. My dad ain't gonna give you a chance to even. My dad is so conservative on everything that he owns. The data that he pays for, he's conservative on that. It's unlimited. Why are you being conservative about data? He's not going to waste energy, data, none of that with stuff that don't. So, y'all, that was fun. I couldn't even get him, though. Y'all, we've been live for 3.5 hours, y'all. If y'all have fun today, man, give it up for your boy, man. Hey, that's some stuff right there. That's some unplanned live stream. That's some vibey stuff. I'm definitely going to vibe both of those. Tell Pop that he's going to be on TikTok, Instagram. It wasn't that. It's like I kept missing. I couldn't find a way to get in. And it's a touchy subject because I have sons. So I don't want to say the wrong thing, right? And it could affect. But at the same time, when it's the player requesting this, they understand. They know what time it is. I would never randomly call a parent and be like, your son got an offer. Never do that. So, Quay, I appreciate you for allowing us in that space, man. And I appreciate your family. Tell your family I appreciate them, your mom and your dad, for allowing us to, be in good sports about it. It's a good vibe. The agenda here is to support our players. I think this is another way to bring attention around what we're doing. It may not be the orthodox way, but it's another way to bring attention because we are getting a lot of players some looks at the next level just by putting their film out here, interacting with them, showing them, pointing them in different directions, showing different staffs. Hey, there's some talent over here. Check out this guy when you go down there. And then there's some other guys that you're looking for. So we've done that over the past 2 years, and I'm just grateful. I'm grateful to be in the position that I'm in, and I hope that you all continue to support. So with that being said, I feel good about today's live. If you enjoyed it, man, continue to tap the screen, like the screen, share, and let everybody know, man, that you're supporting the Coach Smook Network. Without further ado, shout out to our sponsors, everybody on each side, man. Yon Apparel, Man of Standard Executive Security, Helping Hands, Athlon, Ghost Energy Drink, Amazon Creators. We just got an update. I haven't been giving them a shout out. And we have to get our link back up so that people can use our link to get discounts and that we can get those points. We want this to get paid, but as an Amazon content creator, that's aspiring to chat. Oh, that's old. Dang, I thought I had a missed phone call from somebody, chat. Dang, I thought that was a missed phone call from somebody that we've been ready to talk to for a minute. But continue to support Amazon creators, all of that stuff. What else? If you are trying to if you want to become a streamer, you want to stream on Facebook, YouTube, all of that stuff, you want to do content, you want to stream, and you need a platform or an operating system or a broadcasting system to do it through StreamYard. It's pretty decent and it's great for beginners. You go down in my descriptions and click on my link. You can get a discount if you use my link, and I get $10 off on my next month's my next charge. So that way we can help each other out. And if you want to do that, my link is in the chat. Do that, help each other out. Also, if you are trying to if you want someone to help you manage a content page, our content management services
are now fully active. They're fully active. So we thank y'all for being supportive of the Coach Smook Network. Our editing, we're going to get our editing team together. I have 2 other personnel that's going to be collabing with me, and we're going to have the network editing product where we're going to be editing for other personalities, other content creators and things of that nature. It's a network. It's not just a sports podcast. This is the Coach Smook Network. We have multiple facets of the industry operating under one roof and arms reaching out, connecting, creating a network, a big circle of life. Circle of life. That's more of a heart, more of a circle of life, right? Right? Circle, right? So, for that being said, man, I thank y'all for hanging out with your boy. And remember, when you see me in the street, holler at me and say, put me in the game, Coach Smook. I'll catch y'all on the next one. Roll.
Better go subscribe. You do roll with the tide. I'm down in the gun with Coach Smook. Through the game, roll tide, roll tide. Better go subscribe. TikTok. Roll tide.